You see how I'm sitting right here, and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Africa, if I'm in Morocco, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. And everybody because I'm a named is sitting right here with me. You got to show your partners how valuable you are. Everywhere I go, my partners do you just do what's required, or do you go above and beyond? If I'm in Morocco, I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to.
You got to show your
I've always had that where I'm going.
Everywhere I go, my
Home to get me, ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself. So
let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, if you have a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of your vision because they can't see it. I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because, you know, we all have visions, each and every last one of us. Every human being on earth has a purpose and has a vision or something that they can contribute. It comes to us first by way of a vision, something that you see in your mind, an idea that you have. Nobody else had it, it's yours. And the first thing we usually do is go to our peers and go to the people around us and tell them of our vision. And because they don't have the same vision or they don't believe that they could achieve, properly execute this vision. First thing they say, no, man, you can't do that. What you won't do that for, man? Ain't nobody did. And the first thing we do is like, damn, that might be a dumb idea. Let me just. And then a year later, you'll see another motherfucker who just done got shot through the roof doing the exact same thing that you just said.
I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'll be a nice person.
I'm not being normal. I'm not a normal person, and that comes with self-confidence. Like, I think everybody in here, no matter who you are, what you feel like you look like, or what you feel like you got against you, I think you should always feel like that you special. That's how I always got girls. Like, a girl didn't give me her number back in the day, I was like, all right, that's on you. I still remember. Seriously, I just always felt like I was special, and some people would call it cocky, but I just believe to make it far, you gotta believe in yourself way more than anybody else would believe in you. Don't let nobody else tell you what you can't do.
Here's my advice to you today. Walk away from the 97%. Don't talk like they talk. Don't act like they act. Don't go where they go. Don't specialize in what they specialize in. Throw away the blame list they cling to. Start you a new life.
You better go out there and create your own world, or you're going to be a visitor in somebody else's world. You're just going to be visiting. You're just going to be traveling through. You're not going to be able to call no shots. You're not going to be able to make no rules. You're not going to be able to make no decisions in somebody else's world. When I say create your own world, go somewhere, man, and create what you want for your life. Create the world that you want. You create the world that you want when you don't just keep jumping in other people's worlds. When you say to yourself, this is who I am. I'm going to embrace who I am. I'm going to do what I want to do that's based off of who I am. I'm not going to move based off of what society say, or what this group of people say, or what the cool people say, or what the lit people say, or what the thorough people say, or what the people that I look to that think is somebody and they don't even believe they're somebody. But I'm going to go in their world, and I'm going to travel through their world, and I'm going to tippy-toe through their world, and I'm going to do whatever they say in their world because I wasn't strong enough to create my own world.
How do the people you want opportunities?
Way too much out of your league, actually. I hate everything about you. I don't want you to be here right now. Please leave. Let's get the professional in here, please. Is Zico around, guys? Can we get Zico in on here? Rich, get out of here, please. Just leave.
Round of applause for Rich getting fired. Don't leave me. Not again.
Just like old times, Rich. Enjoy Call of Duty or whatever the fuck you do in your off time. Yeah, get out of here.
He was very excited for this, but we're more excited to fire him.
Well, just maybe they've got what it takes, though. While we unbox the system, let's talk a little bit more about the Starforge Systems team. It was created by a collection of Twitch streamers, notably Moist Critical and One True King Network, which includes Asmongold, Mizkif, and a number of other notable streamers.
Damn, bro. They just... Damn. No shot, bro. I mean, it's true, though.
And a number of other notable streamers.
Oh my god. No way, bro. Why put this in the video, though?
It's going to be run by the ex-COO of our Artesian build.
Look, I'm just going to say it. OTK needs to go away. Like, the culture around OTK has caused all these things to happen. You know, stories are getting leaked out left and right that, you know, this is just like a party house and a very disrespectful to women type culture. You know, women are being used as, you know, sex objects. Right in Mizkif streams, you know, they're brought on to be eye candy or whatever, or to get views. Like, there hasn't been respect for women during this whole process of the shit that we're seeing online, let alone to these stories behind the scenes. So it's like, it's no wonder this stuff is happening. And I don't know. It's shocking that there's no real punishment for these Twitch streamers. If this was a YouTuber, if this was a TikToker, you know, their career would be seriously over.
OTK has not been able to catch even a single break. Following the Mizkif situation, OTK had to fight an uphill battle to maintain their credibility, but for the most part they were winning the public over. Until Rich Campbell, a founding member of OTK, was formally accused of, let's say, redacted. He was immediately dropped by OTK, all of his friends turned on him, and the dude lost pretty much his whole career. Rightly so. Then a bit after this, on Christmas Eve actually, J-Slap, a later member of the group but arguably more popular member, formally announced his departure from OTK. However, although I said departure, he's still a part owner of the company, I believe, and he's still part of their other ventures. He is simply no longer a face of the company. This is a really difficult spot for the other members of OTK, and I don't know what the future entails for them, but who knows.
Adriana Lee is a 22-year-old Twitch streamer from Detroit who started live streaming around 2019. Adriana is currently seeking over $2 million in damages from popular live streamer Mizkif and the group he's associated with, OTK. The lawsuit centers around allegations of sexual harassment, defamation, and intellectual infliction of emotional distress.
And then at the end of the night, she passed out in one of the Airbnb beds. And I didn't witness this, but this is what I was told right after my birthday party, is that he went into the room and he started, I heard this from 3 people, by the way. He started like touching her and was like, I don't know exactly what his intentions were, but I just know that he was touching her, and everyone was like, dude, stop. Like, she's trying to relax. She's drunk. Like, it's weird. Like, don't touch somebody when she's drunk. And like, especially when you're just making out with her, like,
What's going on, everybody? Salute! Yeah! Back-to-back days in this bitch. Anyway, shout out to y'all. And look at this. Look at this. Melissa came in early. She said, great party. Look, we was jamming, wasn't we? I even took a strike for y'all. It was like, damn, Henry, you took a strike for us? Like, yeah, man, for entertainment, for clicks. I mean, I ain't pulling no dress or no silly ass shit like that, but you know, I took a strike for my JDF fans. You know, put some Green Rangers in the chat or some green hearts if you're not a member of the best group here on YouTube, the Resilient Army out here. Look, guys. Now look, you like, Henry, what are we talking about? Like, I saw politics in the whatchamacallit. We saw politics. You talking politics today? Look, guys, you know I was at the Trump rally. You know, look.
Look at my African American.
Look, I was there.
Look at him.
I was there.
Are you the greatest?
Look, I know. I wasn't on camera, but I was there when he was pointing to me. I was like, "Come on, chill, Trump. Like, you know, chill, man. I'm trying to, you know, I got to go back home. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff to do. You know, I can't have, you know, I mean, I know I'm not black, so it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You know, I am not black, so it's all good right there. But anyway, guys, I do have a great show for you today. You like, Henry, what the hell you got now, man? Like, Henry, what do you got? No way. No way you got the juice. I'm like, look at this. What is this? There are no court documents that are out of my reach. Well, some that are, Adept, she blocking my ass. She's like, damn, she is blocking me. She blocking me. But I do have a estimate of a new XQC court date, if you will. You like, Henry, how'd you do it? Sometimes you got to make the sacrifice, but we got Trump court docs. You like Trump? It's 96 pages, Henry. What the hell? I'm like, look. Someone wanted these court docs, and I don't even see them in the chat. I was like, hey, can you get the Trump RICO court docs? I was like, yeah, I can get them. You want to see me? He's like, yeah, I want to see them shits. I want to see them. I'm like, well, where you at? He like, I'm watching XQC do something right now. Like, what the hell? Shout out to XQC. And who else we got? We got Adriana Lee stuff. You like, Jesus. You got the Adriana Lee joints? Like, yeah, she kicking backs in. She kicking backs in. Someone like, you get a new cam, Henry?
Nope.
No, but I'm currently saving for one. How I look though? Am I crisp? Is it crisp up in this joint? Is it? What else we have here? We got Maya Higa. Maya Higa, she 10 toes down. You like, Henry, you got Maya Higa shit? Like, my Higas. They're like, it's Higa. Like, Higa. And I'm like, Higa? They're like, Higa. And I'm like, guys, and what else we got here? We gonna have to tackle this. Now you like, Henry,
even in times of the United States history.
Are we about to get into all of this? Are you about to cover it all? Like,
nope.
Are you about to go toe to toe with Destiny?
Nope.
No. But you gonna share your political views? Sure. Now look, guys, just to be fair, just to be clear, this is not a political channel whatsoever. And I am not here to sway your opinion or change your opinion or berate you for having an opinion or a political affiliation side point of view or something like that. Me, I kind of fall in the middle. You like, oh, of course, here we go. Another guy who falls in the goddamn middle. I know, but we'll get to that. And we got a lot of political stories. You said it wasn't political. I'm like, I know, but like someone just said they had a moment with Barack. They're like, yeah, I blew Barack's back out, or vice versa. I'm like, what? And they're going viral right now. And you know Tucker Carlson he's hot on the case. He is hot on the case. But anyway, guys, I am HenryResilient, aka Adept's favorite. Am I the voice for the juicer? Probably not though, right? He'll be like, no, he'll say he don't know me. He'll be like, I don't know that guy. I never heard of him. What are you talking about? But what else am I? I have so many titles: the Seeker of Truth, the Speaker of Truth, Fake Henry, Real Henry, YouTube Henry. It's so many aliases out there, but you are in the best place to be, whether you watching on YouTube, like the stream, or on Twitch. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch out here in this bitch. Great show. If you would like to donate or contribute to the show, you can by liking the stream. That's the easiest part. You can like the stream. That helps me out tremendously. Or you can do a super chat. It's like $2 TTS. Join a membership, gift something, say something, write something in the chat. Every bit of engagement helps with the algo, if you will. All right, so now that we got that out the way, you like, what's the first story? Like, look, we do have some starving cops out here.
That brother's starving.
Yes, sir.
And they're messing with some straggles, if you will. You like starving cops? I'm like, starving ass cops. Starving ass cops out of this bitch. Yeah, I'm saying, oh. Classy beats up in this
Salute
joint.
to HenryResilient and the chat exclamation mark.
Thank you. Salute to you, Classy Beats. What's going on in Atlanta? He like, what's going on in Atlanta? Look, like, I ain't gonna put him on Front Street, but he is from Atlanta. Like, I gotta go check my DMs. So I was like, yo, when you know someone from Atlanta, what I typically do is send them videos from their city. You like, what? You sent him a video from his city. I'm like, yeah, I sent him a video from his. Oh shit, Classy Beats is out here. He just might as well say,
I got money.
He dropping super chats. He's dropping memberships. Jesus, Classy Beats, man. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate the support. But let's go to Classy Beats City. Since he came in hot, let's put some respect on his name and show you just how. What? It didn't load. It didn't load. Hold on. Wait a minute. We about to go live to Atlanta to see what. Oh, there we go. Let's go see how Classy Beats is living out here. He did make a trip to the gas station, and he was gracious enough to collect a video for us, if you will. And people out in Atlanta, you might know about this gas station. He was there. This is footage, compliments of Classy Beats, guys. ATL in the chat, please.
So, I'll finish after we fuel up.
I've actually fueled up at this one before.
Have you really?
Yeah, we're in a really nice neighborhood.
Nice neighborhood, guys.
I'm not worried.
Oh yeah, you have guns.
Yeah, the plural. But
then I'm going to tell you everything.
Oh,
Okay?
Get in.
They dumping out there? Like, what's going on, Classy?
He has guns, dude.
Look, he got the blicky too. Like,
we don't need to.
Like, what the hell? Classy, are you? Well, he made it out, guys.
Here. Holy crap.
He made it out. So, if you Atlanta,
you calling the cops?
No.
I believe the thing is stay strapped or get clapped. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Like, and he can confirm that is indeed not a nice area, if you will. And now look, guys, we saw people with guns. Now let's see cops out here trying to get their freak on. You like trying to get their freak on? Look at this. Look at him right here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Look, he all up on her, right? And they in the hood somewhere. They not in Atlanta this time, but this could be anywhere, guys. Prince George's County officers, if you will, they're on duty, guys. They on duty, and he trying to get his, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get his stuff wet. Uh-oh. Now you see, he walk in, he's surveying the scene. Now she is small. She's probably selling a little something, but whatever she's selling, he is buying. He like, get in, baby. Get in. And they caught his ass in 4K. So I don't even know how he gonna escape it, if you will. Like, no shame. He like, oh, I'm in the hood. We good. And this what happens, guys. She's back there ducking sick.
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you?
He's definitely serving her and protecting her neck. This happens, guys, every day. They know where they be at. They come, they frequent them. They probably getting it for the 40. You know what I'm saying? But the police department did respond quickly and expeditiously. Soon as his thirsty ass went viral, they was like, oh, okay. What'd they say? Executive command is aware of the video circulating on social media with one of our officers. As soon as we became aware earlier today, we opened an investigation to determine the circumstances. Additional information will be released once investigated and confirmed. Hey, look, he's just trying to clap cheeks. That's it. Little 3-stroke special in the back seat, you know what I'm saying? But then again, right? You know, the apple didn't fall far from the tree because we got another one. I need another one. You see her running. He had to double back. He was like, oh, he's back at it at the park. She about to come back. They meet up. He's like, hey, meet me in the park. You see her? You see her right here? You gotta see her. She a little taller. You know what I'm saying? He like, other side. He like, all right, cool. Now we should have checked the license plate to see who is who and what's what. I can't make it out on here. This one. No, I can't. I can't make out the license plate. I want to know if it's the same guy or a different guy, if you will. I can't tell. But anyway, cops got to be out there and they got to protect and serve. Now, Pete, speaking of protecting and serving, there was someone serving, and it looks like they were serving some presidential D, or what they served. I'll play the clip, and you can be the judge. This is gonna be wild. This is about to set the left and the right on fire.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended.
Barack, are you going to comment on this stuff?
Nope.
To go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Let me just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is? Just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like, what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't Islam.
The guy's
Damn, son, is Barack about to hold this L?
running for president, and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, you're just.
Yo, what the hell? What was Barack doing? Hey, what Barack, what was he doing? Now look, y'all like this Henry After Dark content. No. We on our political ish today. We gonna get a little political. Then we gonna go see Maya Higa and Adriana Lee, and we gonna be back to the OTK stuff. But this is a crazy turn of events, guys. Crazy turn of events. And we do have Tyrese back in the news again. He's calling out his ex-wife. And you know, this is the given tree, if you will. He cannot stop calling her out. Now I get it. I get it. She's a chameleon out here. She's serving up men marital advice and cashing his ass out for child support. But we gotta kind of go to this clip. We gotta go to it. You like, as much as I hate covering Tyrese, even though I love covering Tyrese because I can sympathize with the situation he's going through. But it's just the way he goes about it that just I'd be like, I don't know, man. All right, so it looks like he reposted his ex-wife on his goddamn channel. And here's the clip, man. He playing dirty. He's playing dirty. And people like, hey, bring that Barack Obama clip. All right, we'll go back to it after this. Let's hear what Tyrese. Well, you're not even gonna hear Tyrese. You're gonna hear what she's saying. Now, keep in mind, she does have a channel on YouTube, and some people have called her out, kicking her back in, pointing out the clear hypocrisy of her preaching this marriage and, domestic relationship, all that type of jazz. That's her bread and butter. That's her motto. And Tyrese he just got tired of it. He got tired of it. He reposted her shit. So let's go to the video.
What you cannot say and what I will not allow to be said is that doesn't make any logical sense. If it was about money, I would have just stayed where I was at.
Not the cap.
Now look, here's the thing. I showed on my channel, she was looking for $20,000 a month in child support. And then she has the nerve, the gall to get up on camera and say, it's not about money, guys. It's not about money. And look, even someone in the comment section called her ass out. Oh, too much. They called her out expeditiously right here, if you can see it. If y'all had to pay $20K a month, I bet you'd be sick as fuck too. And yes, he is currently paying $20K a month, but she wanted $20K a month just for herself, man. Just for herself. But look, ABL is up here. I stand with ABL. All right. Let's hear her out again.
Clearly, I had access to everything that I wanted. That doesn't make any logical sense. I wouldn't leave it to go work multiple jobs and people know I make a good amount of money. Why would I do that for money? I love this person. And there were just certain things that just didn't work out. And that's not for the world to know. That's not for
Dominic, right.
people to know. That's for me and him to know. And I hate that our business is out on the media sites. I hate that because it's a family. It's a family that's broken apart. It's not entertainment. And unfortunately, it's become entertainment. And I don't like it.
Now, she can say she don't like it, but she been profiting heavily from it. Like, if you don't like it, give back the child support and say, oh, it's not about the money. We got equal parenting time, equal financial responsibilities. Let's go. But she's not going to do that. She's a go digging bitch. And if you think otherwise, get her pregnant and your ass would be on child support too. Now, what does he say? Hey, look, I have no clue who this woman is. And typically in divorce, I can speak from experience. They become unrecognizable. You'd be like, I can't even believe I had sex with this person. And I kid you not, it's the same for me. It's the same. Gaslighting is the most vile form of manipulation. She's out trying to sell people on ish that nobody is sold on. Who you? Wow. Just effing wow. Do you really hate that our business is out on the media sites? Now, I don't think so because she's profited heavily from it. He goes on to say, how can you hate that it's hate what's out there in the media and blogs when you all of this F shit out there, like, you know, like stranger, none of your own friends know who you are, what you've become. Gold digger, gaslighter, narcissist, manipulator. God damn, Tyrese. Look, Tyrese, hey, you better chill out before she come for custody on your ass. You going just a little too hard in the paint right now. But hey, what else did he say? Quick reminder. What was in the media sites was that I kicked you out and our 1-year-old child out of our house. You took the baby on your own. And typically this is what happens, guys. This shit happened to me. It's happening to me right now. There's somebody going on any blog that they can and saying they're a narcissist abuse survivor. And people are contacting me about it. And look, it ain't shit I could do. Change the locks and cut off the credit cards. You put those lies in court documents that leak to the press and media. That's what ended up on those media sites. You have been demanding, oh shit, he really kicking her back in, $20,000 a month and refused to let that shit go. One, your own, I was like, one, I think he a little off. One, your own, you make $150K a year out for year, has all that she needs. All right, Tyree, look, he emotional, guys. When you get emotional, you start typing fucking Fast and Furious. Greed and dark entitlement issues. For a woman who doesn't want money from me, you've already hired 3 different law firms trying to crack the prenuptial agreement. You drug this divorce trial out into almost 3 years, and now you're requesting a new trial with a fucking jury. If this ain't adept, oh my God, man. This is the shit that really pisses me off. I'm not about money. Let's hear her again, guys. Let's hear her again.
You know, because it was somebody I love. What you cannot say and what I will not allow to be said is that doesn't make any logical sense. If it was about money, I would have just stayed where I was at. Clearly, I had access to everything that I wanted. That doesn't make any logical sense. I wouldn't leave it to go work multiple jobs. And people know I make a good amount of money. Why would I do that for money? I love this person, and there were just certain things that just didn't work out. And that's not for the world to know.
I am so damn proud of Tyrese for calling her out on this bullshit. Because most men take their L. People like, I'll be posting this shit on my personal sometimes. And people just be looking at me like, what the fuck is you doing, Henry? I'm like, hey, man, fuck y'all. Y'all don't get it. But this is the shit men deal with. This, as CGA would say, throwing rocks and hiding hands. She's saying, hey, I'm not about the money, but I'm trying to break this prenuptial agreement. I want $20,000 a month in child support, but I'm not a gold digging bitch. Trust me, guys. Trust me. And Tyrese is like, no, here's the receipts. Subtly, too. Subtly.
That's not for people to know. That's for me and him to know. And I hate that our business is out on the media sites. I hate that because it's a family. It's a
so
family that's
fake.
broken apart. It's not entertainment. And unfortunately, it's become entertainment. And I don't like it, you know, because it was somebody I love.
Now, it's not entertainment, it's educational at this point. You see what it's all about. You see what the goal was from day one was money. Hey, she saw Tyrese, she knew the ex-baby mama was getting $10K a month, had a baby with him, asked for $20K a month, trying to break the prenup, hired 3 different law firms, and then she has the gall to go online and say it's not about money. Shout out to Tyrese for calling her out, but shout out to the Shade Room for, I mean, I know they want clicks, but definitely putting a spotlight on her to give her the attention she rightfully deserves. And hopefully all we can hope is men see through it and people see through all the chameleon activity and jargon and all her fake ass relationship advice. What do you guys think? Because this is definitely going up on my channel. I don't care if it gets 0 views. It has to get out there. All right, now let's get back to Barack, guys. People like, hey, we want Barack, and then we gonna hit Trump, and then we getting this should be over pretty fast. I'm not trying to belabor the point. Adriana Lee's response is pretty goddamn long, and do not think you could fix her ass. You try to fix her, she gonna put the clamps on you, and next thing you know, your ass is gonna be on the hook for child support. You're gonna be like, shit, Henry warned me about this bitch. Hey, she want the child support. But someone said, hey, that Biden was here. Someone said that Biden was here, and shout out to Kai Call M with the donation, with the super chat. Maybe next time you'll say something, but I appreciate the support. Let's hear about this Barack clip one more time for the people who just got here. They're like, what happened to my president? My president Barack. Well, he was getting his back blown out while smoking some white stuff, allegedly.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
You just asked the obvious question, what was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like, what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet it wasn't his last.
The guy's running for president and credible.
Look, this story is gonna go viral. Soon, I don't know when it drops. September 6th at 6 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to generate a lot of clicks.
Information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
Yo, do y'all think Barack got his cheeks clapped or did anything type like this? Do you think this is true? 1 for true, 2 for no. And people saying Hunter Biden was there. All right, let's get into the Trump stuff. Now, look, before we get into Trump, guys, I'll give you guys a little disclaimer. You like, well, Henry, where do you stand on politics? Where is your heart on politics, Henry? We want to know where you stand. And it looks like no one believes this guy. All right, shout out to everyone on Twitch. They like 2. All right, so here we go, right? My political views, right? And shout out to the sub. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Is that TJ Lawrence again? My man's TJ. Salute to you. And I see Sand coming in hot. Hot. She's coming in hot. Hot. You like Sand who? I'm like Sand, guys. Sand. You don't know Sand? They like Sand? Yes. Sand is coming in hot. And she is a mother of 3.
The worst kind of monsters wear the prettiest masks, guys. Like the stream guys.
Yes. As you see, she's referring to Tyrese's ex-wife. She's a very attractive woman. You cannot take that away from her. but she will rob your ass if given the opportunity. And it just is what it is. She's just playing a game. And Tyrese is in the game, and he can't get out the game. So thank you, Sam, for pointing that out. And thank you for the donation. Salute to Sam, everybody. So where do I stand politically? You like, Henry, here we go. Here we go. You like, we're about to lose the audience. All right, now let's give you some circumstances of how I was raised before I get into my political views, because they dramatically influenced them, if you will. Mother was a crackhead. No shame in that. Shout out to my mom. I think she homeless. I think she found a spot. I gotta check with my sister. See what my mom doing, because I don't know. She was a crackhead. Dad was in the wind. So I grew up very poor. I was on, welfare. I benefited from welfare, food stamps, WIC, Section 8 housing, low income housing. You name it, I benefited from the social program. I was a ward of the state. So that came with some special things. And so with that being said, I do support programs like welfare. I know you like, oh my God, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no,
now,
man.
That does not mean I am not naive to the fact that people like my mom probably used to abuse that shit. But for the small percentage of people who don't, it actually does help people. Help me grow up. I can't imagine what my life would have been like without welfare. Now, these are the talking points, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. And I said I'm kind of right in the middle because let me let you know, I am a firearm enthusiast. I love my firearms. You know what I'm saying? It's the resilient army. We all stay strapped. So you have that. That is on the Republican side. On the Democrat side, and the Republicans don't like social programs. They don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have that. And guys, I am pro-choice. Look, pro-choice didn't help save me a couple times and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was her body, her choice. They tombstoned him, and I had no qualms. Now look, here's the thing. When my ex-wife was pregnant, all of a sudden I was pro-life. I was like, hey, ain't no way in hell, we pro-choice up in this bitch. And now that now that my daughter is here, I really don't care if women want to, what their body, their choice. All cool. Also, I do not like paying taxes. I don't like paying taxes. I get taxes go to welfare, Henry. You're contradicting yourself. That's just what it is. So I said all that to say this, guys, whether you're voting with your heart or voting with your wallet or voting because the candidate's skin color matches yours or, whatever reason you have, that's on you. I am not here to change your mind. I'm not here to influence you. I'm not here to berate you, downgrade you, or any of that type of jazz for your political views. So with that out the way, let's get the Donnie Trump. We're going to watch a little bit of that Jubilee. Then we're going to go through his RICO. Because the RICO, oh my God. The RICO, now look, people like, hey, we lock him up. That's all cool and all. But when it comes to these court docs, I'm just like, hey, what did the court docs say? What is the evidence? And when you see some of the evidence against Donald Trump, you're gonna shake your head. Because the RICO is all about him trying to overthrow the results of the past election. Kid you not. All right, let's get to him partying it up. Alinity, you here? No way. No way, Alinity here. Don't play. All right, so this is Trump back in the day, you know what I'm saying? When he used to just grab him by the you-know-what. No, let me stop. Let me stop right here. Now, which one of these did Trump smash? Probably all of them, right? She really here? You shitting me. You shit. Alinity is not here. You lying. Anyway, people capping on my ass. But this is him partying. I ain't trying to get another copyright like I did yesterday, but yo, he living it up. Yeah, I'm saying, look, hey, he is out up in this bitch. And look, he taking home all three of them asses, you know what I'm saying? Grabbing them. They know what it is. He like, look.
I got money.
It's legit. Alinity, what the hell is she doing up in here, scrounging around with us common folk? Shout out to Alinity, though. All right, so let's get to his goddamn RICO. You like, Henry, you got the RICO? Like, oh, shit, yeah, I got the RICO. We got the RICO. Now, this is the racketeering, influence, corruption. Oh, Jesus, man. You like, Henry, I thought you knew this. Now look, guys. I am not some legal expert, and what I typically do is I post the entire court document. You like, Henry, it's 96 pages. We not stupid. We not stupid. Look, guys. Oh shit, it is the real Alinity. Oh shit, wow. I can't miss the T. All right, Alinity. Okay. I don't know if she's here for the Trump T or for the OTK T, because I don't think she's here for the Trump T. But one of my people wanted me to go through this, and it really deserves a deep dive. But we gonna just skim through it, if you will. Look at this, guys. Here's his list of co-conspirators. On the left and on the right, there is 41 counts. 41 different counts. Violation of the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act. And of course, of course, they put goddamn Trump at the head of the snake, as he like some young thug out in this bitch, clapping YFN Lucci and them. But basically, this is what they're getting them for, the RICO Act. False statements and writings. It's a bunch of that. Sedition of violation of an oath by public officer. Now look, I am only focused on what Trump did per se, guys. So when we go through it, you like, Henry, you're skipping a lot of it. I know, because this is not my typical content, if you will, but we can get through all of it. It's 41 counts. We're not going to go through 41. It's going to be mostly, you see how I'm just scrolling and talking and scrolling? Because these are all 41 counts. Like, hey, do you waive your rights? Now look at this shit. Look at it right here. 50 pages is just on the conspiracy. 50 pages is just on the conspiracy. And then the last 26 pages is the actual charges. Now, when we go through it, we're just going to highlight what they said Trump did. That's it. If you want to go through it and read it, and you're like, Henry, I am very invested in this, Henry. I want you to send me the Trump docs. Now, look, I typically don't give out court docs, but if you want the Trump docs, email me and say, I want the Trump docs. Put that in the whatchamacallit, in the subject, and I will email you the Trump docs. Let's get to the introduction, guys. Now, here's the thing with this whole Trump case, if you will. Let me try to get chat a little bit out the way. It's all centered around the election, guys. It's a conspiracy to overthrow the election, and when you see some of the goddamn evidence, it's going to trip you out. It's going to trip your ass out. You're gonna be like, did they put a tweet in there? It's like, yeah, they put a tweet in there, man. This was conspiracy to overthrow the election. So, what does it say off rip? What does it say? This is their introduction by the state of Georgia. Defendant Trump lost the United States presidential election held on November 3rd, 2020. One of the states he lost was Georgia. Trump and other defendants charged in this indictment refused to accept that Trump lost. And they knowingly and willfully joined a conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the election in favor of Trump. That conspiracy contained a common plan and purpose to commit 2 or more acts of racketeering activity in Fulton County, Georgia, elsewhere in the United States and in other states. So, like, look, what you're going to see is just him making a bunch of phone calls asking people for favors. And look, guys, I really don't even want to read all this stuff. We're going to skip all of this. You're like, but this is the good part. No, this is not the good part. The good part is the evidence, guys. This is them trying to make their case. And if you think he tried to do it, hey, let's look at what they're accusing him of. And all the highlighted stuff is of importance. If it's not highlighted, it's not important. Okay. And here we go. Here we go. This is the first one. And this is what it looks like for Trump. On the 22nd day of November 2020, Trump and Giuliani placed a phone call to a speaker of the Arizona House of Representatives, Russell Rusty Bowers. During the telephone call, Rudy made false statements concerning fraud in the November 2020 presidential election in Arizona and requested, and importuned Bowers to unlawfully appoint presidential electors from Arizona. So what you're going to see is a common theme of him calling people and saying, hey, appoint my people for presidential electors. Appoint my people. Okay, now Bowers, he was scrupulous. He was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he actually testified against Trump and said, I would not break my oath. The false statements and solicitations were an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, that's just one incident. And as you see, it keeps going. Rudy Giuliani, they caught his ass up in there. They caught him up in there. And it just kind of goes on until we get to the tweets. The tweets are probably one of the better portions. Trump called pro temp of Pennsylvania. And you guys are like, who the hell is pro temp? What the hell they do? Or whatever. For the purpose of soliciting, requesting, importuning Corman to unlawfully appoint presidential electors. So you see Arizona. You see Pennsylvania. He's trying to get the states like, hey, can y'all just... Eventually, you're going to see where he's like, hey, just say I won. You're going to be like, just say I won, guys. It don't have to be the truth. Just say I won. And here goes some tweets right here. Here goes some tweets right here. You like Henry, but they ain't highlighted. I know I must have skipped them. All right, so on the 3rd day of December, he tweeted from his account, wow, blockbuster testimony taking place right now in Georgia. Ballot stuffing by Dems when Republicans were forced to leave the large counting room. Plenty more coming, but this alone leads to an easy win of the state. And they saying this is an overact in the furtherance of the conspiracy. You see where this is going, guys? Are you following it? Or y'all like, nah, man, we not following. What else did he tweet? I can't believe this is a RICO. And Republicans will say this is just a circus act to get him out of here. And Democrats will say, no, he needs to be in jail. And that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. Y'all wanted this goddamn Trump indictment. I told you, it's really not as super exciting as you would think until we get to the end, per se. What else he tweet? People in Georgia got caught code bringing in massive numbers of ballots and putting them in voting machines. Great job, Brian Kemp. And that was, I believe, the governor or senator. I can't believe this is a conspiracy. I can't believe this is a conspiracy. But look, they want him barred from running. And here's the thing. This only bolsters his numbers. This only bolsters his numbers. This makes him damn near it's going to happen. It's going, like, as much as people may not like him or hate him or don't like his politics, it's going to happen. Now we have, I believe this is the false documents. Here we go. On or about the 10th of December, Kenneth John Chesebro sent an email with an attachment to Arizona Republican Party, Greg Steffens and others. The documents were to be used by Trump's presidential elector nominees in Arizona for the purpose of casting electoral votes for Donald Trump. You see how it works? And they're saying, despite the fact that he lost, so he loses the election, and he's saying, hey, it's not official until the electoral votes get counted. Hey, I'm going to put my people in charge, and they're going to vote for me. Next thing you know, RICO. Right before election time. The timing of it couldn't be more coincidental, considering they've been sitting on this for some years at this point. Years. You like, shit, years. And looks like he did the same thing with Wisconsin. He's just trying to stuff the electoral votes, guys. And it just goes on and on. Let me see if I can get to the good part, where it's the very overt act, if you will. But this is, are y'all even excited about this shit? Are y'all like, just get to Adriana Lee, man? Get to it. More tweets. Like, you scraping the bottom of the barrel. And look, I'm not endorsing Trump or anything like that. When you start putting people's tweets in this shit, just saying. Just saying. What did he tweet? What a fool Governor Brian is in Georgia. Could have been so easy, but now we have to do it the hard way. Demand this clown call a special session and open up signature verification now. Otherwise, could be bad for two great senators on January 5th. This was an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Like, y'all wanted this shit, and it's just more of that. You see how it goes. It's very flimsy. It's not like, yo, we caught him, guys, stuffing ballots. Now, look, someone do get caught with some goddamn ballots in their goddamn hand. All right, they like, hey, what you doing with them ballots? what are you doing with them ballots? What are you doing? All right, what happened? He met with Rudy Giuliani, co-conspirator individual 20, whose identity is known to the grand jury and others at the White House. The individuals present at the meeting discussed certain strategies and theories intended to influence the outcome of the election, including seizing voting equipment and appointing Sidney Catherine Powell as special counsel with the board authority to investigate allegations of voter fraud in Georgia and elsewhere. And guys, this is the conspiracy portion, right? Because when you get charged with the RICO, you have to have a plan. It can't just be like, okay, we're just going to try to overthrow. That's not necessarily a plan. It has to be a well fleshed out plan. Hey, we're going to put our electoral nominees in place. They're going to backhanded give us the electoral votes, and we're going to steal the election despite, results saying we lost. Just giving you the info. Excuse me, guys. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good little nugget. Now, look, guys, if you're in the White House, you got to know your phone's tapped. Everything's tapped. Everything's tapped. So here we go. December 23rd, 2020. Trump placed a telephone call to the state chief investigator, Francis Watson, that had been previously arranged by Mark Randall Meadows. You see the people in bold? Those are co-conspirators. During the phone call, Trump falsely stated that he had won the November 3rd, 2020 election in Georgia by hundreds and thousands of votes, and stated to Watson that when the right answer comes out, you'll be praised. This was an overt act to furtherance of the conspiracy, guy. Like, do you guys think this is a conspiracy? Do you guys think it's a conspiracy? Yes, no, lock them up, or you need more. You need more information to make a decision. Where's this one? Someone saying, I voted for you, I worked for you, I campaigned for you. I just won't do anything illegal for you. Like, yo, people were turning on his ass. People were turning on him. Like, these people are testifying. So when you see these quotables in these court documents, this is either recorded, which it says a telephone call, or someone on the stand saying, yep, I told him this, I told him that. It is what it is, man. Trust nobody out here. Georgia didn't want him. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Swing state out in this bitch. Sorry, what else? Solicited acting, Jeffrey Rosen. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. All right. On the 27th of December, Trump solicited acting United States Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen and acting United States Deputy Attorney General Richard Donahue to make false statements by stating, just say that the election was corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. This was an overt act. Like, Jesus. Hey, look, man, sometimes you got to hold the L. You got to hold the L. You just got to hold the L, man. More tweets. Hey, hearing from Atlanta on the Georgia election overturned, now being broadcast. Check it out. Like, basically saying he's going to get overturned. Kemp should resign from office. He's an obstructionist who refuses to admit that we won Georgia. Big. Also won the swing states. Look, everything is a conspiracy, guys. Everything he posted, anything he said, hey, we won, is like, conspiracy. What is it? More tweets. We have now Far more votes than noted to flip Georgia in the presidential race. Massive voter fraud took place. Thank you, Georgia's legislature. All right. This shit is wild. This is wild. What is this? All right. Oh, yeah. This is actually a good one. All right. So here's the statements, guys. And we need one more statement, and then we'll be done with Trump. All right. So on the 31st, Trump and John Charles Eastman committed the felony offense of filing false documents in violation, right? In Fulton, Georgia, by knowingly filing a document titled Verified Complaint for Emergency Injunction and Declaratory Relief in the matter of Trump v. Kemp case. Actually, you can look this up if you guys know about legal stuff. You got this case number. This is how I get my shit. Once I get the case number, I can go to town. Here are some of the things he said. And this is conspiracy. That as many as 2,506 felons with an uncompleted sentence voted illegally. At least 66,000 underage people voted illegally. At least 2,400 individuals voted illegally in Georgia. At least 1,000 voted illegally who had illegally registered vote using the postal office, a P.O. box as their habitation. So you can't do that. As many as 10,000 more dead people, like, God damn, they said the dead people voted. That deliberate misinformation was used to instruct Republican poll watchers and members of the press to leave the premise for the night approximately 10 p.m. Now, look, there's also one with Cheney. And, no, Pence. There's one with Pence. Give me a second. Let me find the Pence one. And then we'll go to the last one, and then we out of this bitch for Trump. Because I'm just like, guys, you kind of see where we going, right? You see where we going? Hold on, I think I passed it. Where you at, Pence? Because he was like, hey, Pence, just do me a favor, Pence. I want to see you get reelected, but I need you to do the right thing. You're like, what's the right thing? He's like, just make the announcement. Just say I won, Pence. Pence was like, no, not a chance in hell. I don't know why they hate each other. I don't know. Anyone know? Come on, where we at? All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is, look, Pence did his ass in, though, man. He didn't like him. Right here. On the 5th of January, 2021, he met with Vice President Pence at the Oval Office. During the meeting, Trump stated that Pence had the power to decertify the November 3rd presidential election results, that people cheated, and that Pence wanted to play Marquise of Queensberry rules.
Sorry I'm late. Everybody like the stream.
When Pence stated that it was his duty to support and defend the Constitution, and that only Congress had the power to decide to reject the slates of presidential electors, Trump stated that Pence was naive and implied he lacked the courage, and stated that Pence was doing a great disservice. So he tried to get Pence to throw the election. And shout out to my man Dust donating. Salute to you. Everybody like the stream. And the last count, guys. You like, what's the last count? Let's go to the last count. Then we'll hit the Jubilee. Then we'll hit the Adriana Lee stuff. Give me a, what the hell? Where we at? Where we at? It saved like the best for last of like what he did was essentially he went on a press conference and he attacked some lady, some voter lady. And that was what they was like, Trump. Right here. Ruby Freeman. You like, who the hell is Ruby Freeman? I'll show you who Ruby Freeman is. She just someone who worked the polls. That's it, in Georgia. And there go Miss Ruby Freeman right here, whose life literally got turned upside down because once he called her out, everyone was on her ass. All right, what did he say? This occurred on the 2nd of January, right before the before they, you know what happened a couple days later when they stormed the Capitol. He said, and I quote, that anywhere from 250 to 300,000 ballots were dropped mysteriously into the rolls. Oh my god, like guys, what do you think about this? 300,000 votes just missing, just gone? Come on, man. More illegal people. 4,500 people voted in the election who were not on the voter registration list. All this other stuff. Where is that Ruby Freeman right here? Ruby Freeman, if you will, stuffed the ballot boxes. And this turned her life upside down. She had to relocate. The FBI called her, was like, you got to relocate. She was like, what? Is like, you got to move, Ruby. They about to delete your ass. You know what I'm saying? So thank goodness she is safe. But these are some of the allegations that, 139% of the people voted in November's election, that 5,000 dead people voted, that at least 18,000 ballots to Joseph R. Biden State Farm Arena. Like, what? Look, guys, this is the RICO Act. You said you wanted to see it. Now you can kind of get the gist of it. And all the co-conspirators did was play like a small role, if you will. Nothing too crazy. And is Alinity still in the chat? She sat through the Trump stuff? All right. All right, now let's get to the black conservative stuff, and then we'll get to Adriana Lee stuff. But I do have a story to kind of break up the monotony. We got some love in the air, y'all. You like love is in the air? Love is in the air, guys. Love is in the air. Kylie Jenner up in this bitch. Oh, she's in the OTK waiting room. She might get banned for being in here. You cannot support OTK and be in my chat. It's a rule. You got to talk to Miz. He makes the rules, not me. All right, so Kylie Jenner out here, and it looks like she didn't. They say once you go black, you don't go back. Well, she definitely went back. You see the camera caught their ass. They like, shit, man, we can't do nothing without the camera. Where's Travis Scott at? And look, like you could try to hide, but bruh, you caught. Yo, you think he blowing her back out?
Ladies and gentlemen,
you think he blowing her back out or no? Like, look, bro, it's Kylie Jenner. She's down with the common folk. Now, look, don't think that she down with the common folk at the concert, that she don't got security ready there. Just light your ass up if you get too close.
The DJ booth is conducting a test of the entire.
And of course, someone sold the goddamn footage to TMZ. Yo, he hit that, bro. He hit that day one.
I'm number one. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else in this world can think like me.
I know you like. I hear Beyonce music. That means I hear copyright. All right, let's get to. All right, guys, don't be shy. Share your goddamn political views. You're like, Henry, I don't know if I'm gonna share my views. I don't know. Now look, we're not watching this whole thing. We got about like a hot 10 minutes, and we're gonna cover white Americans have more advantages than black people. I agree with the Supreme Courts to end affirmative action. Trump support Black lives. My political beliefs change, and that's it. And we're not watching the whole thing. So I know you like Destiny. And shout out to Destiny. He be reacting to my content. He don't clip it, but he be reacting to it. So salute to him.
This is the 112th episode of Middle Ground, and we want you to help us decide what the next 112 episodes will be. Join
Hassan Piker versus Ben Shapiro. What the hell?
our Middle Ground Patreon community and make Middle Ground with us.
What the hell? All right, now guys, do you guys consider yourselves white liberals, black conservatives? Where are we landing at? Where are we landing at? Don't be shy. I don't care which way you land, but you know it is what it is.
I was chosen to read the following prompt. White Americans have way more advantage than Black Americans.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys believe this?
Here.
I know I'm not black. But do you believe white people have more advantages than black people? Yes or no?
So.
Just yes or no.
Do
in
white
the chat.
Americans have more advantages because they're white, or do just white Americans have advantages because of historic factors? I think that people want to argue at the end of the day over whether it's because you're white or not. I think that the answer is because you're white in the past, and that's how it kind of carries over to even in times of the United States history where black people tried to build wealth, the Tulsa riots and everything, where that this wealth has been destroyed. And something that's upsetting to me is when conservatives talk about how we can't blame the past for what's happening in the present. That is true to some extent.
Say yes.
But then in the next breath, they'll talk about how important it is to have dual parent households, how important it is to have a strong family, to have responsibility passed on from parent to child. And we've seen in the past that because of racial issues, that process has been severely disrupted.
The funny thing is that agreeing with all these things is when I did my research when I was younger, which arrived me.
All right, now here's the thing, guys. From a black man, I'm black today. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say I'm black today. I've actually made it to the highest heights in my career, if you will. And I think maybe back in the day there was some inherent advantages of being white in, you know, job selection and getting treatment. But I want to say now, you know what color talks? No one cares about black. No one cares about white. Everyone cares about green. It's the great equalizer. So that for my answer, back in the day, yes. Currently, I think the playing ground has been is equal out here. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Now, do racism exist? Sure. But as far as opportunities, shit, man, you can do anything you want. I mean, not gonna say you're gonna be successful at it, but you do have the opportunity. Let's keep it going.
Me to my standpoint of being a conservative, because I believed it was racist, Democrat, liberal ideologies and policies dating all the way back to the 1800s, all the way up to the 1960s, and then the purported big switch. But I think it was more so when Democrats decided to be a bit more cloak and dagger about their opinions of black people and be more secretive and more, we want to help you by doing these things and seeing them as inferior.
Doing what things?
There we go.
Affirmative action, welfare, all sorts of things that eventually ruin our culture and place us where we are now.
So
but I want to get back to the history of it, because we're talking about...
Well, I just want to make sure we're clear. Giving them money hurt them, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, giving them, because if your father's out of the home, that's when we give you the money.
Here's the thing, right? I see both arguments. If you give... Someone made the argument, right? If you give everyone $100,000 today, the rich people will get richer and the poor people will be poor. It just is what it is, because what happens is the poor people tend not to know what to do with the money. They don't know how to invest. They going out and buying Gucci belts and fast cars and not necessarily invest in it. Whereas some people who know money is going to invest in the products that people will buy. So I get that. And the idea that welfare hurt Black people, and I know this young man's argument is going to be because it incentivized fatherless homes, which is true. And typically what happens is if a woman wants to collect welfare or any social service and they have a kid, the father must be on child support first if they know who he is. So I get that argument, but it's the lack of financial literacy out here that poor people will always be poor because they have that poor man's mentality or woman's mentality. It just is what it is.
If you're living in this housing,
so then give them the money while the dad's
rent-free.
Well, then give them the money while the dad's in the home.
If you're working this amount of hours and getting less than this amount of dollars, you're getting money from the government. Yes, it is incentivizing. You're throwing the
baby out with the bathwater.
I don't even know what that means in this scenario, because yes.
You're
okay, you want to talk about throwing babies out with the bathwater? Margaret
Sanger
wanted to exterminate the black race because she thought they were weeds. So yeah, we can literally talk about throwing.
That's Planned Parenthood out there. Margaret Sanger, even though, here's the thing, right? When it comes to this politics, right? If you know your history, you know that the Democrats were, that they were, stringing people like me up by trees and shit. And they wanted to keep slavery going on. And the Republican Party was on the opposite end of the spectrum. And they did not want slavery. So you have that argument. And I know it comes up, but like I said, guys, we're not going through this whole thing. But y'all should know where I stand politically, right? To make sure you keep watching. Guys, look, guys, I really don't care about politics unless it impacts me. True story.
The baby out with the bathwater. That's what Margaret Sanger, that's what Democrat policies wanted to do to my people. So that's why I feel so strongly about it, because it is these policies that date back centuries that were built off of the death and poverty of my people.
Let's take a break. Now, you know the crazy thing? He's saying my people. It's some areas that he will go to, and they would not see him as their people. That's just the look. I was told I wasn't black by a black guy defending a white girl, and he put that on Crip.
Breath. So
I'm breathing.
Okay.
So a lot of babies aren't.
You and your fake ass. You a fake ass bitch.
Y'all remember that?
I don't know what that means. When I say throw the baby out with the bathwater, you want to completely get rid of welfare, okay? Or at least the I don't want to put that on you. You haven't said that, but the conservative apparatus does, clearly. So giving money to a group of people does not hurt them.
I mean, sure, if you're talking about a lottery, you just
literally
take
can't.
money. But
Yes.
there are strings attached to that money.
Take all the money.
There are strings attached
Give
to
them
that
millions. Make them all millionaires. I don't care. Giving money to black people does not hurt them.
And that has
thinking
not
that-
happened, though. That has not happened.
What do you mean?
That has not happened. It hasn't been a
You're saying
reparations. It hasn't been this
so
or that.
what
It has
you're
been
saying
a welfare program,
welfare
Great
was
Societies
designed.
Act that
Welfare
was built
was-
off of the idea of, hey, we get these families split up, we get these
So
people
then let
living
them
here.
keep the family together and keep all the money.
I mean,
There you go.
I guess
Boom,
so,
done.
but I guarantee you,
I guess
there's
so.
no way that
Why
would
would you
happen.
not advocate for that?
So in your, I guess, research of like history of this country and everything, do you find like the Reconstruction era and like the failures of like
Look at Des. He's like, I want to talk so bad. I want to talk so bad.
what it wanted to be and then what it ended up being, and then which led into, had downstream effects to enter
Oh, someone said, why am I not black? Because I call some white girl a liar. She's a liar. I know she's a liar. It's Sky Dolezal.
into the Jim Crow era. And, you have policies like redlining that influence, how schools are funded. The downstream effects of slavery, do you think put black people as generally in a worse off position than white Americans?
I think generation by generation, the effects of slavery have been diluted, but generation by generation, the effects of racism, welfare-based policies, and things of that nature became even more great. So in the 1880s...
Look, this kid's a historian out here. Shout out to the black conservatives. But all these, all right, I don't want to say like all these facts, but like you got to talk about what's currently going on, not the history of it. Like, look, this is where we at right now. This is where we at. It's fatherless homes. There's still a huge incentive to remove the father from homes to receive public services. Those are some issues right there, but they're about to go through some history shit. We'll give them 2 more minutes, then we'll go to the next subject.
Or so, when we had our first black members of Congress, which were indeed Republicans, I think that was a great start for things. But obviously, we had terrible things that happened, like the Tulsa massacre, among black people being chased out of their homes by the KKK.
Sure.
All funded by the Democrat Party, all supported by the Democrat Party.
Well, I mean, I need to stop you there.
See, history. He's going off history. What's the Democrat Party doing now? Shit like that.
Can you attribute not to the party but to the ideology? Because I think when you think, regardless of whatever the party switch was, traditionally conservative values did not like
conservative.
That's
values.
more aligned with more racist policies in this country.
Like very compare 2020s conservatism to 1880s conservatism.
It's like this kid right here is just reading from a script. All right, now let's get into the ending of affirmative action. Now, guys, I have a very high up position. I know how affirmative action is supposed to work, and I can tell you how it actually works from the corporate side point.
I agree with the
I know it's so rehearsed.
Someone else can start. Sorry.
I think affirmative action has served its purpose. I think that it was necessary for a particular time, and I think that every black person knows how to get into college. You could pull out the names, Oprah, the President
Let's
Obama.
go.
You could
I'm with her. I'm with her.
The head of Time Warner was black man. The Forbes was black man. We know what to do now. We don't need affirmative action anymore. And to me, affirmative action is offensive sometimes, especially nowadays, because I have 6 children.
Damn.
And 2 boys.
What the fuck? Like, yo, 6 children. Jesus.
4 girls. and all of them went to Harvard and Columbia and this one and that one, and it breaks my heart to think that they accomplished that goal of getting into these institutions just because of the color of their skin.
I can definitely say that it creates.
Look, guys, when I got my job where I'm at now, there are going to be naturally some affirmative action jokes when I'm like the only black guy in an executive management position, the first black guy, and it's been like that for the last 2 companies I was at, and it catches people off guard, and they say affirmative action. But my qualifications are way higher than probably most people who interview for the job. I just happen to be black.
Creates a lot of tension when you have affirmative action. I remember my first week at the University of Illinois, I was sitting with some classmates and a white student turned to me and jokingly like, "Hey Xavier, like, did you just attach a smiley face when you applied for this college?" And I started asking
Like,
what he
what the
meant,
fuck?
and he said to me that he was like,
"What the fuck?"
Oh my God, bro.
That shit's out of pocket as shit. Like, yo, what do you mean just attached up? Look, man, sometimes it happens when you get to a place that you actually deserve and earn the right to be there. People think you got it just because of the color of your skin. And right now, demographically wise, the person who has it the hardest with landing a job is the straight white male. Kid you not?
black, I'm assuming you had decent grades, you could have just attached a smiley face and you would have gotten into the university. So I was livid by that, and I went off, I started naming all my accomplishments, and I felt so confident.
Right, you wildin'. I would never name my accomplishments if someone say that shit. Here's the thing, guys. You owe no one no explanation. Someone question why you there, just say, hey, I made it. That's it.
Only for about an hour. Because then an hour later, I started saying to myself, like, wow, like, did I actually earn my way in here? I started to have this insecurity. And I started wondering to myself, did I earn this position myself, or did my ancestors' suffering earn this for me?
And two, I've seen it in the sense of like affirmative.
Not my ancestors, man. Look, guys, some of these talking points, I'll just be like, man, as a black man, I'm like, this shit's cringe, but whatever, let's keep going.
Action taking away from other people who are minorities. Like I had a friend who was Asian and he in high school and he really wanted to go to MIT. That was his dream school. He interned there. He was super like prepared to go there and he didn't get in. And you can only assume that it was because of affirmative action because they have such a large Asian population that they want to admit other people.
Yeah, I was going to actually.
All right, and this is what affirmative action has become.
They argue that it's more racist nowadays because it excludes so many Asian Americans from getting into universities who do deserve a spot, and they can't get in because of affirmative action, which, again, like you were saying, was necessary at the time. Yeah. But now it's like anybody, if you have the skills to do it and you're in America, you can get in.
I don't think affirmative action is the worst thing, considering all the different types or aspects of a background you might take into account when somebody's getting into college, whether they were in certain clubs, you know, Boy Scouts, what type of classes they took. That might not be available to everybody. I don't think that factoring in the affirmative action is necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like because of everything you guys have said, the optics behind it are so horrible today that even if it is slightly beneficial in the long run for certain people, I think we can probably refocus most of that into figuring out like the class that people come from, the neighborhoods, the backgrounds or whatever, without it having to necessarily target race. The only thing that I kind of wonder now that it's gone is instead of a black person being in school thinking like, man, am I here because I'm an affirmative action pick, is it going to be a kid that is poor or a kid that's from a different zip code?
I think we should do away with all of it. It's just like submit an application, no demographics. Why do they ask your sexuality? Like why do they ask all that stuff?
All right, here we go. Now let me chime in. What has affirmative action done, or what has it become? It has become diversity and inclusion. All right, and typically with that, when I'm going at, when I say that is, if you have, look, I've worked at some big companies. If you have a company in an area and the population is, let's just say, 70% minorities, 30% Caucasian, your company should be reflective of it. It should probably be 70% minorities and 30% Caucasian. And what we're seeing, or what has happened that led to where we are now, is those companies in those areas with the highly dense minority population would be 80% Caucasian and 20% minority. And then here we come. Here comes the affirmative action, if you will, but affirmative action became more like diversity and inclusion. Okay, we need to have a couple black people, a couple black women, a couple Asians, a couple this, that, and that, so we can, you know, look like this huge melting pot, if you will. And sometimes in the hiring practice, if this has never happened under my watch per se, but let's just say if you have a department and it's 100% Caucasian, and you have a Caucasian and a black person, equal qualifications, the black person will get the job. Why? Because optically it looks better. And that's just the way it goes. And that's just how it has become with all this diversity, inclusion. And I'm telling you, you know who has the easiest job right now, who could probably get a job faster than anyone? A woman. I kid you not. There are certain contracts that go strictly for awarded to companies owned by a woman. So what ultimately ends up happening, guys, is husbands start putting their engineering firm in their wife's name and be like, hey, it's a female owned and operated company and shit. And then they get the rewards. Now, look, guys, if it was, it goes to a black female, and people start marrying black women. I'm just saying, it just is what it is. It's all about money. You see how it works. But what do you guys think? Do you feel like diversity, the affirmative action, do you agree or disagree with it being gone? Because essentially affirmative action doesn't mean you get the job. It just means you get an opportunity to interview, if you will, not getting the job. And a lot of people lose sense of that. If you go back, it'll tell you like, because they'll look at the interview statistics. Like she said, why do you ask our statistics? It's to comply with affirmative action. To say, hey, we didn't just interview all white people, or we didn't just interview all black people, if you. What do you guys think? We live in a corrupt world.
So, if affirmative action accomplished its purpose, why do we still see the disparities that we do in the professional workplace? If you average white wealth and compare it to black wealth totals, white people as a whole have about 50 times greater wealth than black people as a whole. Per capita. So I just don't understand why you think affirmative action has accomplished its purpose. I don't see that.
All right, here's the thing. Why are white people so ahead? Life insurance, they pass shit down. Think of a race that everyone's running, and your grandfather had a 200-meter head start against some black person's grandfather, and that head start gets trickled down, and next thing you know, you get this whole generational wealth thing. That's why, not because affirmative action hasn't equalized it out. And guys, man, I kid you not. When I am conducting interviews, all right, everyone has a fair shot. And it's not just me on these panels, it's other people. And I kid you not, sometimes we'll get a brother, they'll come through looking for a job. And they'll do their interview. And then next thing you know, there's a white man who comes through, and they'll do their interview. And even if like deep down inside of me, I want to give the brother an opportunity or whatever, it's a panel, right? So it's like three of us. All right. Let's just say I vote for the brother, just for the simple fact he a brother, even though he interviewed horrible, which I would never do, unfortunately. So don't think that if you interview to work for me, I'm just like, oh, you black? We black. All right, man, you hired. No, it don't work like that. Because there's two other people. That's how you kind of balance it out. And after the end, it's just like, damn, man, I like the guy, but the white guy interviewed better, or the white guy had the right certification. And I can't even justify giving the brother a chance when I have this white guy who has the license, who has the experience. And this is what happens. So I try to tell, I even, like, believe it or not, I've even talked to brothers about how to interview, what skills they need, how to format their resume. It's me giving back and shit. But some people take it and some people don't. And the harsh reality is I can't just give a brother a job. Y'all niggas hiring. No, we not. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Does the panel consist of one black dude, one white dude, and one lady? It's actually four of us. I'm one of four. It's another white dude, no white woman. I'm the only brother. But it's all executive management shit, man. So it's not like, and guys, to be fair, we just want the best goddamn candidate. If it was a green alien that came down and was like, hey, Henry, I want to apply, we'll be like, you got the license? I got the license. You got the experience? Got the experience. All right, cool. You're fucking hired. But, we're all young. So anyway, let's keep it going.
Why do you assume that just because there is a disparity means it's because of a racial issue?
What else would it be from?
I mean,
upbringing, economic
There we go. There we go, black guy with the talking points.
I mean, zip code does play a lot. If you grow up in a neighborhood that experiences a lot of trauma, you're not as likely to do as well in school, which means you're...
Why did they grow up in a neighborhood that experiences a lot of trauma?
I mean, lots of people do.
Yes, but why specifically do more black people?
I mean, like look, man, he is championing for black people, guys. Give him a cookie, man. He wants to save us. We salute the white saviors out here.
Government assistance programs.
Government assistance programs, like what?
Bling culture.
I mean, you can go into that if you'd like to, but
exactly.
let's take a look at the Great Societies Act, which was created to kick black fathers out of the home and get black mothers on welfare assistance. So these things aren't beneficial for economics. These things aren't beneficial for actually paving a way for success for black children and black families. I mean, reducing a 2-family household to a 1-family household isn't going to make them the richest man in the world. It isn't even going to get them out of high school. Nonetheless, the ability to even get to college.
This kid's talking points is they're on point. They're like on cue. Like he ain't even slipping up or anything. But there's an old saying: "No father, no chance." And he's blaming the system for, you can say, enticing women by, to marry the government as opposed to marrying a man. But yeah, he want that cookout pass. Like, bro, my cousins would eat this guy alive. They would eat him alive at the cookout. And like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here talking this savior shit, man, we just trying to chill, play spades, drink some Hennessy, eat my aunt's ribs, and then stab out. Yeah, I'm saying it is what it. Hey, that's my family and shit. But when I'm at work, I'm like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? When I'm at them board meetings, it's a different me.
You mean two-parent?
The child, yes, but a 2-parent household in comparison to a 1-parent household, that child is not going to be nearly as successful. That child is more disposed to being sent into prison by doing crimes or not doing very well in school. So how are they even supposed to get that, that wealth disparity shrunk if they aren't even able to get out of the community that is causing these problems for them?
Something I think.
Bruh, my mom is a crackhead. I do fucking good for myself. When I lived in so many projects, and you could say this anecdotal evidence, but just work hard. I mean, like, it sounds cliche. Just work hard against all odds. I mean, look, guys, it's gonna be roadblocks. When you grow up poor, it just is what it is. I do great. My fucking sister, she doing fucking better than me and shit. You know what I'm saying? She really out here like,
I got money.
And you're like, Henry, how do you know? Because I negotiated her goddamn salary with her employer. I was her agent. But you guys everyone can make it out there. You got to work hard. You have to overcome the pitfalls. But look, let me get in my vice president bag. Question though, how do you get the experience if you don't get a chance? I don't know your living your situation, Kat, or your degree of education, if you will. But the best way to get experience, if no one will give you a chance, is to volunteer for free. I know. People hate that word, free. Give up your time for free to a company that you want to work for, or invest in yourself and build something that you want to build for. But it is a conundrum when you fresh out of college and they're looking for a college entry position, and every position wants you to have 2 or 3 years of experience. That's where your internship should come from. You should be, if you're in college, intern in at least your junior and definitely your senior year. Okay? Junior and senior year. And here's my philosophy, right? This is me getting in corporate America, climb the ladder. I heard no 1,000,000 times, but every time someone said yes, I made sure I gave that position, my job, everything to show that, hey, thank you for taking a chance on me. And I thanked them along the way. So everyone who's given me an opportunity, from my old investigator boss to my old boss before I climbed the executive ladder, to my current boss, who was my friend who started with me as an investigator, all appreciative. All it takes is one goddamn yes. One yes. All right, now let's get off the whatchamacallit. Now, here's a go. Do Trump care about Black lives? The answer is he cares about everybody. Even though he may make some disparaging comments towards like minorities, and he out in fucking Puerto Rico passing out fucking paper towels. I genuinely think he cares about everybody, but you know, it is what it is. Does he say some fucked up shit? Absolutely. Shit, we all do, but and I'm not telling you to vote for Trump. Vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for. But let's go to political beliefs have changed. And then we get to the Adriana Lee shit. All right, let's go.
I grew up in a conservative household, actually, in Ohio. And my parents were always pretty political, so I always stayed political. I was very religious as a teenager.
Religion.
Sometime during college and then afterwards, especially during COVID, my sister actually indoctrinated me into a more leftist position. And
so he's a follower, right? His sister got him on some shit.
I overcorrected a little bit. I started becoming pretty cringy as far as like, you know, sit down and let the minorities all talk, right? Don't say anything, don't speak over them, etc. They would, you know, it was like the whole you can't speak over.
Yeah, I bet you he date black women too, exclusively. I bet you he do.
Candace Owens, even if she's
Joe
literally a
nailed it.
Nazi kind of thing. So I stand by that. So yeah, I kind of leveled out, thankfully, and I'm less cringe now.
Did you?
Even the little kid threw a shot. Look, let's go back to the shot. I like it when people chippy like this.
COVID. My sister actually indoctrinated me into a more leftist position. And I overcorrected a little bit. I started becoming pretty cringy as far as like, you know, sit down and let the minorities all talk, right? Don't say anything, don't speak over them, etc. They would, you know, it was like the whole you can't speak over Candace Owens, even if she's literally a Nazi kind of thing. So,
why is he going for Candace Owens? Like, what does she got to do with anything? Even my man is like, bro, did you really just take it there? He like, yeah, I took it there.
I stand by that. So, yeah, I kind of leveled out, thankfully, and I'm less cringe now.
Did you? Are you? I cringed.
This is leveled out. Imagine if we would have been here a year ago.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I am being cringe. Who cares?
So I grew up conservative, but I did have more left-leaning ideas about like Black Lives Matter and critical race theory, and I was watching a lot of YouTube, and
These
you
are all
know,
talking
I
points.
did agree that Black people were oppressed and all of these different things, and that we were kind of got the short end of the stick. And during 2020, when there was, you know, everything crazy was happening, and I started organizing rallies against the mandates because I thought that they were just totally unconstitutional and un-American. And then George Floyd dies, and initially I was like enraged like everybody else, and then it started to become this weird like
his death became political as fuck real quick.
Political like agenda masquerading or behind his face. Like it just, the face of what was actually happening started to peel off, and I was like, oh, I mean, I would counter protest BLM activists at my town square when I lived in Texas, and they were some of the most just bitter, vile, horrible people you could ever meet. Meanwhile, like the Confederate group that would protest there against them also, they were like the nicest people ever to me, ironically.
I grew up in a Democratic.
All right, here's the thing, guys. Let's get real. Let's get real. And yeah, this white dude who wants to save your people, he only dates black women. All right, so here's the thing, right? Everyone starts off a Democrat until they get money. All right, now I know Destiny, I believe later on he says, no, I don't mind paying taxes or, you know, some shit like that.
Stop the cap.
But that's typically how it works, guys. When you're broke, you're going to vote with your wallet. Hey, we're giving, you know, $3,000 stimmies to everyone who make less than $150,000 a year. What does that do? Automatically, anyone who makes less than $150,000 a year is going to vote for that president or candidate. Or, hey, I am going to erase all student loan debt. Automatically, people with student loan debt is going to vote for that candidate. All right? But what's on the flip side? If they say, hey, anyone purchasing a house that's over $4,000, I am going to raise the interest rate to 15%. And you're like, but I'm established. I got money. I want to buy a $500,000 house. Why am I going to pay more interest for being more successful? And that's when people flip. So if you grow up, you're poor, you're a liberal, you make some money, you become a conservative. And that's just one example, guys. There are people who just vote for different reasons. Like, you know, Don't be stupid and think that people didn't vote for Barack just for the fact that he was black. Don't think that people didn't just vote for Hillary for the fact that she was a woman. People have different reasons why they vote all the time. There are literally like some people like, I don't like the way Hillary dressed, I'm voting for Trump. Or some people like, I don't like the way Trump talk, I'm voting for Hillary. It's so many things that goes into voting. No one can say, oh, I know this person's whole political platform. It's usually one or two things they pick out about a candidate and then they vote for it. But the reason people flip is because they move up in status. Or some people have a change of heart. Some people have a traumatic experience. Some people get down on their luck and then, they could be conservative. They lose their job via the pandemic. And next thing you know, they're relying on welfare and unemployment. And then you have another candidate saying, hey, I want to get rid of welfare and unemployment. And then the person is like, I would have been homeless without welfare and unemployment. I know I used to be on the oil rig voting Republican all the time, but man, where would I be without the unemployment and welfare? I gotta vote, Democrat. And look, guys, like I said, I'm not trying to here to change anyone's views or downplay anyone's, but I'm just saying. And look, San agrees, it's true. How much money you have does affect your view. I kid you not. I have a friend, gay as day. You know he's gay coming a mile away. And he got money. He like,
I got money.
He like, yo, I'm about to buy what did he say? $500,000 house to a $750,000 house. I'm like, shit, congrats, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Congrats. You about to be getting all the cakes you want up in there. Cause they got like a little freaky three-way relationship going on. So it's 3 incomes. They all make great money. Easily can afford a $750,000 house. I say, well, I know how, I play devil's advocate a lot. I play devil's advocate. So I'm like, well, that's good. You want to get this expensive house, but your interest rate is going to be double if you, you know what I'm saying, if you vote Biden, because that's what he's trying to do. And he was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, man, it's okay if you pay double interest and, someone getting a more affordable house, right? He was like, holy shit, I didn't even think about that. And that just shows you just how quick this guy went from staunch liberal to considering Republican, just like that. It happens. All right, now, that's my take on politics, guys. I don't foresee me covering politics. Reparations, oh my goodness. Is reparations necessary? No.
Nope.
No. It's over. People want a fucking handout. That's literally what it is. They want a handout. Hey, I want a handout. I want some money for doing nothing. My great granddaddy was a slave. All right. Here's the thing with reparations, and then we got to go on. Okay. The victims are no longer alive, as TJ Lawrence pointed out. And how do you differentiate between who's black and who's not? Look, if they said we giving black people reparations, everyone would be on fucking 23andMe trying to prove that they black to get some goddamn free money. And that's why you just don't do it. And they come up with all these different ideas to try to incentives to give black people. We not the fucking Indians, shout out to the Indians. You can't give us a casino because we don't even know our goddamn own history and shit. I couldn't tell you anything past great grandfather. I couldn't tell you shit. I know I'm like Indian on my mother's father's side. I'm like Navajo. You know what I'm saying? I saw my grandma and she looked like she could be his father. I mean his mother and shit. This is what my grandma looked like. My great grandma right here. She looked like his mom with white hair. Sweet old lady. Shout out to her. R.I.P. grandma. Anyway, I really don't. The savior complex, like I just can't do politics, guys. I just don't do this shit, man. I'm like, this shit ain't making me no money. I typically don't care if it don't impact me. If he want to get invited to the cookout, he can. He won't be at my cookout or any shit like that. I mean, if he could play spades though, he could come. But if he can't play spades, he kind of like useless out in this bitch. But anyway, those are my final takes. Hopefully, what do y'all guys think? Am I, how did I do? Did I win your vote? Are we putting Henry 2024 in the goddamn comments? Nope. No. All right, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Y'all like, Henry, if you don't get to this goddamn Adriana Lee kicking some backs in and all that good shit. All right, let me try to get to Adriana Lee. Where we at? That's the notice. We did the Trump stuff. That's Maya Higa. Oh, is it right here? Oh, shit. It is. All right. All right, guys, the moment y'all been waiting for. Put them OTKs in the goddamn chat. Your Adriana Lee's in the goddamn chat. You know, who y'all voting for 2024? Do I believe in reparations? No. No, I don't. Go get it. Go get a job, you broke.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Everyone who want reparations are probably fucking losers. I said it. If you want reparations, you're a loser. All right? Black people, step your game up. It is what it is. You can hate me for 2024 because I'm like, no reparations. Now, guess what? If they actually gave out reparations, my ass would be in line. My ass would be in line. Look, I may have a belief about some shit, but I ain't never too good for some free money. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, we giving black people reparations. I'd be like, oh, I'm black. I just checked, guys, 23andMe. But they're like, I thought you was Indian. I was like, I was just saying that for online. You know how I be, man. Like, you know, shit like that. But anyway, man, do y'all believe in reparations? Do y'all want reparations? Anyone trying to get reparations? Like, look at TJ Lawrence trolling. All right. So, Candace Owens is a sellout. Is she? I mean, I don't know. To be fair, guys, I really don't follow the political shit. I don't care about it. It's just not my thing. I'm not about to argue about like gun control or anything like Trump 2024 or W3. You know what I really want? Modern Warfare 2. The game. Modern Warfare 3, right? No Russia. I can't wait for that scene. Whatever. I don't care about campaigns no more. Here we go. Hey, yeah, where y'all student loans at? Them shits get paid back? Nope. All right. Anyway. All right. So this is the you like, who is Adriana Lee, guys? If you guys don't know, give me a second. Don't start me trolling, y'all. I'll troll both sides. Because everyone can get it. Everyone can get it, if you will. All right, so let me go to the Adriana Lee. You guys know who Adriana Lee is, right? Where's she at? Let me put some. let's give her some shine. Look, shit, Adriana Lee blacklisted. I searched for that. Jesus Christ! All right, so Adriana Lee is suing OTK. Like, what's her channel like? Anyone seen it recently? Okay, she got more subs than me. What the fuck? Like, does she still stream? Yeah, man. I mean, she's trying to get the Omegle thing going. Drunk stream going. Probably not a good look considering current litigation. Why did you and your ex break up? Like, this is Adriana Lee. Y'all want to see some of her content? Let's see one of her most popular videos. Let's not see one of her most popular videos. I did an ASMR stream to pay my rent. Oh my goodness. I'm in a bind, mate. Oh snap. Your rent's due, motherfucker. Let's see this shit. All right, before we get to the lawsuit, I want to see what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me? Hi. So today hey, you know what she need to be doing? I hate to say it. She could probably make way more money. Hot tub streams. Hey, come on. Tell me you do not want to see this. Anyway. We're doing ASMR in order to hopefully pay my rent. And I feel really bad for my viewers who normally watch me. But today is for the callers. Saying yeah. Okay. Hey. Yeah, I got these nice. What the fuck is this? Tell me what is this, yo? She's slouching for the camera, guys. Can you hear that? We should do a
Because we've got a lot of customer reports saying that you can't hear the kids very well. Touching them inappropriately when they say stop.
I mean, very, cute girl. The content is probably not for me. But I might have to double back to this video for some thumbnails. I'm like, okay, this is like, come on. This is probably where her sticking her tongue out at. I gotta find it. I'll find the tongue. There we go. There, stick that tongue out, baby. This will likely be the next thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? And the thumbnail is the tongue is gonna be on Mizkif, all right? Because that's who she's targeting out here, guys. If you don't know, Adriana Lee is suing Mizkif, Crazy Slick, who you're not gonna be able to find. This guy right here putting on the goddamn dress. Like, bro, I mean,
you are now witnessing the first
views are important, right? They really are. And I get it. Views are important. But you will, I promise you, you never have to worry about seeing me in a dress.
300?
Okay? Look. I don't know what that shit's about. I don't know. Look, I've seen him do some other stuff. Not my favorite type of content creator. But salute to him. But you know who is Maya Higa. Maya Higa. Look, man, I might have to go play with some goddamn bugs. I might have to. Like,
YouTube, hello. Guys, before I start this video, I want to tell
do not let the fucking face fool you. She is a ride or die. Okay, she will stash a body for your ass and will not fold. Okay, she don't bend, she don't break. It's Maya motherfucking Higa. She Trey way or Mizkif way or OTK way or Crazy Slick way. All I know, she is not breaking out here. You know what I'm saying? She ain't folding under pressure, and she is gonna have your back out in this bitch. And she S tier for me. I never met her. I just be joking sometimes, but these are the people that Adriana Lee is raising.
a lot of people see roaches and they think of dirty places and they think
is that XQC shit? Like, what are we doing? Like, is she filming with XQC stuff?
yuck, because they're like, roaches are dirty, roaches are gross. The reason
oh shit, that was oh my goodness. Look, how did I know? Look, if you listen to it, you can kind of hear him say it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Holy shit. Look, and I just was guys, I've never even seen this.
and they think of dirty places and they think yuck, because they're like, roaches are dirty, roaches are gross.
It's not even that bad. Look, man. What the hell is going on anyway? Anyway, the roaches in Asmon's rooms are big and they pay look, man. It is what it is, but these are the people she is suing. I mean, I could try to find a video of Crazy Slick. Let's see if we can find Crazy Slick and then we'll get to the lawsuit. You like it. So she is suing all these people for defamation. And look, you can't even find Crazy Slick anymore. Oh, here you go. Look at me. Look at my creeper ass. You like, Henry, you watched all this shit. Yeah, boy, I be doing that research. I be doing that. Yeah, I'm saying.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
So. All right, so this is Crazy Slick. This is the guy who allegedly touched Adriana Lee while she was sleeping, and she is suing him for defamation. Now let's get to the. This is the most recent court docket. In the day's documents we're going over, we have the notice of the hearing from 8/10. We have Adriana Lee's amended response, and we have Maya Higa's response. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And look, I still say she needs to be looking at her friends. Hey, what about your friends? Anyway, and we have this 9/5 hearing. All right, so what recently happened, guys, is they had a hearing on the 30th, right? There was a hearing on the 30th. I posted stuff at Henry Court, but it was a lot of XQC stuff going on, and I just didn't cover it. Now, even though It says OTK and Mizkif. Everyone and their mama was at this hearing, likely, or at bare minimum, their attorney. And what Adriana Lee did was she filed something right before everything went down, right before the hearing on the 30th. So she sent this on the 23rd, and then quickly Maya Higa was like, nah, bitch. She fired back on the 29th. And here, I'll move the chat so you guys can see it in the corner right there. Let me just move chat all the way down. All right. Or I'll just move it all the way up. There we go. All right. So that's where we're at. And we're about to look at Adriana Lee's first amended response to the defendants. And look, guys, most of this stuff is regurgitated. And I am just going to give you the TLDR, if you will. So Adriana Lee is suing for emotional distress, defamation, torturous interference with the business relations, and exemplary damages. Fundamentally, Adriana Lee alleges that defendants utilized their online presence to cause harm and bring disrepute upon her. These are the charges listed, okay? And, you know, people are like, hey, Henry, you was on her side at first. I was like, yeah, at first I was. But when new information becomes available, if you just stick to your original thing and you don't change your mind based on new information, you as an investigator, you have to evolve with the evidence presented. Okay? So they're trying to get this shit tossed out on some TCPA, which is kind of like a freedom of speech thing for a public figure. And which they're saying Adriana Lee is a public figure. And here's the factual background. Adriana Lee was touched. Yes, she was. She lives in Austin, Texas, and it's a tight-knit community. Guys, if you're living in freaking Austin, Texas, it's OTK land. If you're not cool with OTK, there's really no reason to live there. It is what it is, especially if you're a Twitch streamer, because you won't get invited to the parties. As we saw when Poke got mad that he moved out there and he was not invited to the parties. All right, some of the key events in this lawsuit is the Twit Longer incident, where Adriana Lee was writing it, and Maya Higa, she came over and was like, I don't think you want to write that. And Crazy Slick's a great guy, not a gay guy, a great guy. And so she changed her original statement. All right, we are cooking, guys. We are cooking. All right. Now, basically, her argument, Adriana Lee's argument is, hey, the court has jurisdiction because what Adriana Lee says is true, and it has to be considered true until proven otherwise. Similar to like a false SA claim, it has to be considered true until, proven otherwise. So in reviewing a plea to the jurisdiction, all evidence favorable of the non-movement should be taken as true, and every reasonable interference taken in favor of the non-movement. So, hey, she said, hey, her story is true. True. All right. What else do we have? This is what the defendants are seeking dismissal off the grounds that for defamation to occur if the person, which is Adriana Lee, made a timely and sufficient request for a correction, clarification, or retraction from the defendant, which she did not, or the defendant has made a clarification, correction, or retraction. Keep this in mind because this is going to come in handy, okay? And this, guys, what do I tell you? What have I told you from day one? Never apologize. Don't say shit. Everything you can and say will be used against you. So Adriana Lee never asked for correction, but you can argue Ms. and company, they made a correction or clarification, but it's still weak, but it was made. So there we have a case. All right, now look, Adriana Lee has agreed to pause the case for jurisdiction, until jurisdiction is settled, which, they're going some back and forth, but I do believe that jurisdiction does the court have the right to preside over the case, which I believe they do. And that's all that means right there. But Here is how Adriana Lee is arguing that Mizkif made a clarification, which means defamation to her and her legal team, okay? And it's the text messages that he sent her on July 8th. Hey, sorry about the issue with Slick. Kills me for some reason. I feel responsible because I'm like his father. Sorry. Hope you'll be okay. So this is all like new stuff. These are old text messages, but a new twist to them. All right. I'm going to be real. This is the hardest thing in my life. Like, I'm sorry. I can't lose my best friend, man. I know he diddled you, but I love Crazy Slick, man. I love that guy. He's like my rock. He's my best friend. When I need to change an address for views, he's right there. He zips me up in the back, man. Anyway, I'm being facetious. I'm being facetious. But this is how this shit goes, right? Like, he texted her this shit, and she just was like, all right, cool, thanks. Now I'm gonna use this shit to you know what she's trying to do. You know.
Gotta get my bag and run.
You know she want that bag. She want that $2 million. Like, she ain't getting that shit. But these are Mizkif text messages to Adriana Lee. You know, I understand what you're saying, and I want to say I'm extremely sorry about that clip. I hate that is happened with Slick. It makes me sad that he's gone. The limbs in your Twitter feed showed a lot. I've never knew I'm dealing with this. And Slick won't be around anymore. And guys, what I tell you? What do I tell you? I tell you from day one. Never text anything that you do not want to be shared with the world. Okay? And she got look, she even got his public statement, you know? Where he said, you know, a little while after Slick's misconduct came to light last year, I made some inexcusable statements on an alt stream after some chat messages to me. To Adriana Lee and all those affected by harassment, I am sorry for those statements. Before further stating that I am sorry to everyone affected by the situation, I made a bad judgment calls based on what I led to believe, and I deeply regret it. I also want to apologize to OTK, our staff, and our partners who put their trust in me every day to represent our organization in the best way I can. Because remember, guys, even though he said, hey, he doesn't act on behalf of the organization, now they're using this statement right here to say everything he does acts on behalf of OTK. You see how it works? You see how it works, though? You see? You like, well, why would you apologize on behalf of OTK if you wasn't representing OTK? He like, shit. Her lawyer like,
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I know it's weak. I still don't see her winning this case, even though if she loses this case, it's because of the defamation thing, which we'll get to. So by his own public apology, Mizkif has indicated his prior defamatory statement made on September 20th was made in a representative capacity of not only himself and his business, but of OTK. You see how it works? Higa similarly posted an apology on September 25th. But Higa is not really the target. Mizkif is the target. And like, it just becomes more and more clear that Mizkif is the target. Okay, so, you know, here's the argument for the motion to dismiss. Okay? And you could dismiss it if it has no basis in law or fact. And the public figure stuff is going to come in hand later down the line. As you see, it's nothing highlighted because it's more legalese stuff. Nothing of real substance, if you will. And I know lawyers like, no, everything is important. And I'm like, no. Because here's the thing. They want her documents tossed out. And she wants their documents tossed out. And here's her reason for keeping her documents in. Okay? As these documents all have been incorporated into the pleadings and are documents constituting and containing the basis of many of Adriana Lee's claims and causes, they do not violate Rule 59. Rule 59 is saying, hey, you can't put in like new evidence, if you will. And she's like, this shit's relevant. Now, the thing is, everyone has put in new documents. So you're going to see her not only argue to keep hers in, but by the end of this document, say, I want theirs tossed out. Adriana Lee, look, she wants to keep all her exhibits from getting thrown out. And for me, if I'm the judge, I keep everyone's documents in, okay? But keeping everyone's documents in, it hurts, you can say it hurts both sides, but it gets the judge out of making a unfair or unpopular decision amongst both parties, okay? And another argument she made earlier is that OTK referenced the documents that she submitted in their pleadings and not in a capacity of throwing them out, okay? See how it works? Let's keep going. Now, this is the Mizkif. Like, she's going at Mizkif very hard. Like, he is like, it's the fucking target. Like, Mizkif. All right. Apparent authority exists when the defendant held an agent or non-agent out as having authority to act on the defendant's behalf, knowingly permitted an agent or non-agent to hold itself out as having authority, or acted with sufficient lack of ordinary care to as to clothe the agent or non-agent with indicia of authority, thereby causing plaintiff to reasonably believe the agent or non-agent had authority to act on the defendant's behalf, and plaintiff justifiably rallied in authority. This is a fancy schmancy way of saying that Mizkif held out as a member of OTK. That's all that says. And here, look, even though this part's not highlighted, let's read it. Okay? Let me make it bigger for you guys. You're like, Henry, we can barely see it. All right. What does it say? In this instance, Mizkif, the guy who was wearing the red dress, specifically identified himself as being associated with OTK, that the same association has been identified in public third-party media, which labeled himself as one of the co-founders and a founder of OTK. He is listed on the OTK website as one of the company's creators and further identified as one of OTK's founding members in a published online statement from OTK. Holding someone out as a founder and co-founder creates significant, I want to say this is short for indication, that Mizkif had authority to act on behalf of OTK and did so. OTK's own public statement indicates awareness that the defendants acted in apparent authority that might reflect on OTK. The company would not otherwise have publicly announced an investigation into the defendant. Now look, this is juicy. Like, this is juicy. Because in this way, if the judge, takes her argument into consideration, it keeps Mizkif in it, and it also keeps OTK in the lawsuit. So what do you guys think? Does Mizkif represent OTK when he does things? Or is he separate from that? Despite literally in every stream is OTK and he's on the website, and all the OTK sponsored events that he hosts. And look, I admit, I've never even thought of it this way. I'm like, well, I work for my organization, but when I do YouTube, am I representing my organization? The answer is yes. That's why I kind of keep it very PG-13. You will never see me do anything crazy. And people from my organization, they watch my content. they get a kick out of it. All right, they be cracking the depth jokes and shit. Now look, we know what defamation is. They're probably watching now. To be fair, I should message them. It's like, hey, if you work with me and you watching, shoot me a text. All right, so people are like, no, he's OTK, but he's an individual who doesn't make mistakes. But you said yes and no, and that's what the judge is going to have to figure out. Is Mizkif acting on behalf of the organization? Is he? Do you think so? Maybe. It's a tough question, but that's gonna be something that they're gonna have to decide. He's the OTK godfather. Now look, we know what defamation is. They go over the definition. Now look, I even said it. Her defamation claim is the weakest in the lawsuit. That's in my opinion. It's the weakest shit. But her lawyer is about to go through what a defamatory statement is, right? So you remember him on stream and he's saying it's no big deal, right? And next thing you know, in the grope and sear, those are the defamatory statements. Now let's get to her lawyer is eventually about to break it down, all right? Now, the defendant's Rule 98 motion to dismiss each generally assert two arguments as to why defendants are not subject to a defamation claim. First, the statements made by Mizkif as a matter of law express only opinions and not facts. Okay, so this is her lawyer saying that, that Mizkif thinks he should not be a part of the lawsuit because he only expresses opinions and not facts. And second, the statements were made to allies and associates of Mizkif, meaning that the plaintiff cannot be harmed by the statements. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes. You see the red coming up? Red means some good analysis is about to come up. The statements made by Mizkif contain both statements of opinion and of fact. All right, and what they do is they break down his goddamn statement. You give me a dissertation on Mizkif's statement, if you will. They oh shit, Mizkif's statement? Yes. What is fact and what is opinion? They break it all the way down for you. So 90% of people, look, I don't think there's a single person we used to hang out with that doesn't hang out with Slick anymore. Fact, okay, unless they doing that shit in secret. Because of what happened, I actually think there's literally none. Fact, no one hangs with Crazy Slick no more. At least not around OTK. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's effing like sexual harassment, right? Fact. I mean, who gives a F? No one of what you can deem of it. It's sexual harassment. Whatever. At a low scale, which is opinion, it's not really a big deal, which is an opinion. I don't think people really give a S or really care, which is an opinion. When people like to think of it, they think he's stuck his, inside of her without her consent. And I'm like, that's what people perceive it as. Fact. Now, you see how they broke it down? You see how I broke it down? All right. Now, let's get into it. All right. We don't have to go through each and every statement, if you will. But in this instance, the context is, this is what they're trying to nail him on. The context is Mizkif communicating with his fans and viewers about what happened to the plaintiff, and throughout the balance of the statement as set forth above, mixing fact with opinion to make statements casting her experience in a false light that degrades her and her character and would implicate that she has not been truly harmed. Now, this statement right here, this is an opinion. So I found this so odd reading this, and I'm like, y'all just gave an opinion. So, and I don't know if this is an opinion of her or her lawyer, but that's what it is. But there is a statement that I said from day one was an issue, and if you've been hit with me from day one, you know what that statement is. Okay. Now, the second defamatory statement stated that the only time I did not ever want to hang with Adriana is when we went to 6th Street and she was groping Sear. And it was effing weird. And we stopped hanging out with her and it was it. Defendants contend that this statement fails to be defamatory since it was only made to a limited audience. And I was like, okay, limited audience. All right. Well, who was that limited audience? It's going to come up. Okay. Defendants, a non-public statement such that the plaintiff suffered no defamatory harm, right? Here we go. Defendants tactively seem to agree that the statement will be defamatory per se, but that no damages could have occurred due to the assertion that the statement was non-public that Mizkif made, and the statement was to 5 streamers. that he alleged were aligned with him, and therefore, as a matter of law, the statement could not be defamatory, because you make a defamatory statement, it has to be to a large audience on a third-party platform, and it has to cause damage, and it has to be false. False, okay? False. All right, let's keep going. You like, well, who was the 5? All right. Now look, this ignores that the statement is only the first ripple in the pond, as it were spreading to the 5 and then beyond, as potentially one more act when viewed from the totality of the circumstances and the actions of all defendants. The conduct as a whole caused damage to Adriana Lee, since, as evidence shows, the alleged private conference call, remember that call? I told you that shit was going to come back, with Mizkif was posted online and thereby published widely. Only someone who was on the call and recording it could have taken action to result in publication. Now look, I don't know. Adriana Lee didn't say she didn't touch him. She said he made him feel weird. Okay? Remember that. Remember that, and remember this statement. And remember that it was only made to 5 people. All right? Let's keep going. Now we're at the intentional infliction of emotional distress. In my opinion, this shit was not extreme, but this is my opinion. I'm sure Adriana Lee feels deeper. And I just kind of, like, I read through all of it, guys. And it's just nothing there. It's nothing there for that, in my opinion. But I am going slow enough, and I am not a lawyer. So if you want to go back through here and watch the stream on mute and pause it and read it for yourself, you're more than welcome. Torturous interference with business relations. I didn't do anything on this. I read it, but she didn't have no business lined up. Okay? The business was not there. Hence, you don't see nothing highlighted. All right? You're like, Jesus, Henry, are you trying to say she doesn't have a case? I'm like, I'm not trying to say she don't have a case, but I'm just saying the business was not there. The fraud, the fraud against Maya Higa. Maya Higa. Where are my Higas at? You know what I'm saying? This is another one. Okay, you like, Henry, did she make a false statement or not? All right, guys. The Maya Higa fraud thing is her saying that Crazy Slick is a good guy, and that if Adriana Lee puts out this huge tweet longer, it's going to blow up in her face. That's the TLDR of this. So you're like, Henry, you skipped it? Like, dude, I skipped it. This shit is so weak and circumstantial that you like fraud. And remember, fraud wasn't even in the original complaint. It was added to kind of rope Maya Higa in. And the whole argument is that Higa was working under the guise of Mizkif. All right. Now, objections regarding defendant's motion to dismiss under TCPA. Remember, she's trying to get all their documents thrown out because the lawyer didn't put his birth date. I kid you not. I've showed it. It's clipped. It's on my channel. Go watch the video. And that basically every document that Mizkif lawyer got, they was like, we want it tossed out. And they go on to list basically every document obtained by his lawyer. Kid you not. This is a lawsuit. This is how it goes. And people, I see people like, this is not fraud. Look, that's going to be for the judge to decide. I didn't think it was fraud, and most of this stuff is just regurgitated. And guys, I only want to hit you with the new stuff. OTK's exhibit of tips out saying that no one runs the organization because, you know, MA, no one knows who MA is. That's why she wants that turned out. The declaration of Mizkif, like it does not require, does not comply with the requirements of an unsworn declaration, which that a first and last name be provided as well as his date of birth. So she's trying to get it tossed out on a date of birth. Okay. M.A. is Matthew A. One of them is Tips Out. I don't know his name. I really don't care for his name. You get what it is. The Declaration of Austin R. Nimox. I believe this is the lawyer, and the same thing. You didn't comply. No first, no last name, no birth date, and everything that they supply, she wants that thrown out. So you see how both sides wants each other's evidence thrown out, and me, as the person on the sideline who's just watching it, I'm like, everyone's evidence should be put in there. Everything that everyone submitted should be in there. All right, now, argument to dismiss under the TCPA. Remember, I told you, free speech. The TCPA Act exists in order to defend the constitutional rights of persons to petition, speak freely, associate freely, and otherwise participate in government to the maximum extent permitted by law, and at the same time protect the rights of a person to file meritless, lawless, or demonstrable injury. All right? So they're saying we need this shit dismissed because it's practically free speech. All right, now what do you think she's going to say to that? What do you think, guys? What do you think? They're saying, hey, we have the party's exercise of a right of free speech, the right to petition, or the right of association. What do you think she is going to say to that? Why they shouldn't be allowed to dismiss on some free speech stuff? Any ideas? What do you think she's going to say? Nothing? No one. Okay. All right. Here's her argument right here. The communications at issue in this case made about Adriana Lee were not made out of a general purpose public figure. Plaintiff is not a name or celebrity, and they were not made in the context of being a matter of interest to the community or of concern to the online streaming or video game playing community. And I was like, this shit is funny. Everyone's a public figure until what? Until what? Until they want to sue somebody for some goddamn money. You're like, Henry, I thought you were on her side. Look, man, I just got to call this shit how I see it. You a streamer, you make your money online, you're listed on probably numerous accounts as being a public figure or content creator, if you will. You're a public figure. But, you know, she's trying to get out of being a public figure. And one thing she cites is communications made after and in response to the aforesaid disclosure, which we had the effect of shaming and misleading plaintiff. This is the Maya Higa stuff. This misleading shit is all on Maya Higa. Relevantly, the second category addresses the false and misleading statements made by Maya Higa to the plaintiff on July 6. The defamatory statement made by Mizkif that claimed no one cared that the plaintiff's experience and did not matter. And Mizkif's September 23rd, 2022, false statement accusing plaintiff Adriana Lee of sexual misconduct. I think they're fucking watching me because I called this sexual misconduct. I said it from day one. Was she convicted? Did he say he touched her? And y'all were like, nope. No. And I was like, well, that could be defamatory. Just saying. And lo and behold, here it comes. But as you see, the defamation only came from Mizkif, if you will. The statements here are by nature attended from underlined statement that disclosed a criminal allegation. Stated another way, when a victim's status is disclosed, are statements afterward attacking and attempting to diminish her themselves a matter of public concern. Plaintiff has not identified any cases so holding. So, like I said, no conviction and someone saying sexual misconduct is bad. Just saying. I'm just saying. But, you know, you guys have to be the judge on this, right? And she's saying, like, look at this. She's still arguing. similarly finding plaintiff to be a limited purpose public figure, as defendant's attempt requires multiple elements. First, the controversy at issue must be public in the sense that people are discussing in people other than the immediate participants, and the controversy are likely to feel the impact of its resolution. Second, Adriana Lee must have more than a trivial or tangible role in the controversy. And third, the alleged defamation must germane to plaintiff's participation in the controversy. What do you guys think about all this shit, man? Like this whole I'm not a public figure, that caught me off guard. But remember, her lawyer has to say any and everything to paint Adriana Lee in the most favorable light, as well as Mizkif's and Maya Higa's lawyer. All right. So we're going through all this stuff. You're like, Jesus, Henry, when does it stop? Okay. The mere audience interest in the outcome of the controversy does not appear to satisfy the first element to establish a limited purpose public figure. So they're double downing on this. Hey, she's not a public figure. She's not. That's what she's saying. And look, this where I caught her ass. I'm like, Adriana, you did all three of these shits. All right, this is where the investigator caught her. You caught her? I'm like, yeah, I caught her. Is OTK or the judge gonna see it? I have no idea. All right. In determining, listen closely, guys. This is where she gets caught up. And you could be the judge. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. In determining the second element for a limited purpose public figure, the plaintiff, Adriana Lee, must have more than a trivial or tangible role in the controversy, which requires examining 3 sub-elements. And I'm gonna turn these into questions. Did Adriana Lee seek publicity surrounding the controversy? Yes or no? Did Adriana Lee have access to the media? Yes or no? Did Adriana Lee voluntarily engage in activities that necessarily invoke the risk of increased exposure? Come on, guys. And what's the injury to reputation? Okay? Importantly, Adriana Lee did not seek to make it public the underlying controversy. The assault she suffered was disclosed without her permission by a third party. Here's the thing. She came forward. She came forward. And look, they say, yeah, she went on tour. Exactly. And look at me, right? Here's the thing. I am more familiar with the lore of this now than I was in day one. I said Adriana Lee did all 3, and I am not buying her argument. And I said, hey, speaking to Destiny, speaking to Hassan, speaking to XQC, like it or not, they may not be CNN or Fox News, but in our world, they are considered media. So, and what do we have to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
But you can argue both things, both sides. Let's keep it. Let's keep going. You like, damn, this shit's over in like 2 more minutes, guys. So she should have stayed quiet. Yeah, she should have. She should have shut the fuck up, but she couldn't, because when controversy is on the horizon, and we know drama is the biggest view getter in all of YouTube and every channel, and people be like, I hate you, Henry, you a drama tracer. I'm like, I'm teaching y'all about this defamation and how it works, and people can't help themselves. That just is what it is. And we'll get to adept in a second. In short, defendants have not shown that plaintiff's claims are a matter of public concern. Dude, when this shit went out that OTK and Mizkif and Crazy Slick was diddling, this shit was everywhere. Everyone was talking about it. You might as well say there are probably 1 billion views dedicated. Okay. Yeah, she's a victim. She's definitely a victim. I'm not trying to take her victimhood away from her, but I'm saying there's a difference between being a victim and then being defamed. Just because you're a victim of, you know, being touched does not necessarily mean you're defamed. And that's, you know, for her lawyer and their lawyer to fight about. Okay? Plaintiff has raised 4 causes of action challenged by the defendants. They go over the charges: defamation, infliction of emotional distress, business interference, and fraud. You know, the fraud. All right, you know, and look, guys, I'm just gonna call it how I see it. I'm not rooting for Adriana or against Adriana in the same way I'm not rooting for Miz and OTK or rooting against them. I'm just calling it like I see it, and we're gonna get to the 5 friends. Now, look, here's the 5 friends that he spoke to, and you can take this how you want it. Remember, he said, "Hey, this whole seer thing." So, applying the appropriate standard, the second statement is defamatory per se, as taken in context in light of a larger controversy, when produced in an initial audience consisting of streamers called David Mitch Jones, Asmongold, Trainwreck, XQC, and Barry, appears to accuse the plaintiff of the illegal act. Like, Jesus. XQC, what the fuck? Look, man, he cannot escape these lawsuits. Like, bro, you better not go to Texas ever again. All right? Ever again. So if this goes to trial, they all could be called to testify. I explained this before. If it goes to trial and she wants to say, "Hey, Felix, come testify. Is this your voice? Did you agree that, you know, Adriana groped Seer?" You know, shit like that. It's just crazy. I think that may be it. They go back through some stuff. I mean, I'm just scanning to make sure. I know it where it ends. Emotional distress is a reach. Okay, all of the defamation is basically on Mizkif. All right, here's a small section to Maya Higa. Higa imposed herself on plaintiff at an emotionally vulnerable time in order to induce plaintiff to act in a way that was intended to denigrate Adriana Lee's own status. Mizkif, individually indistinguishable from his status as a representative Mizkif Enterprises and OTK, followed this event by belittling Adriana Lee's experience and implicitly plaintiff herself. Defendants act the representations and conduct of Higa, the public statements made by Mizkif in his personal and representative capacities. Okay? In the collusion thereby, Crazy Slick illustrate either an intent to dismiss and denigrate Adriana Lee or a reckless disregard for the impact those acts would have upon plaintiff. Like, what do you guys think, man? This is torturous business interference. We know she didn't have no business. Like, this is the lawsuit. And we know OTK spent $25,000 on their defense. I wonder how much Adriana spent on his or hers. Defense matter of law, like, this is all like filler, man. Hey, don't dismiss it, Judge. Please don't dismiss it. I need her rent's due. You saw what she was doing.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is close to the last? I think so. As recited herein, Higa made material misrepresentations to Adriana Lee at the urging and behest of Mizkif and as ratified by Mizkif. So she's accusing Maya Higa of acting on behalf of Mizkif, if you will. And there's the end. There's the end of it. Hey, I pray that, you know, they're pleased to the jurisdiction rule 91, motion to dismiss, and TCPA motion to dismiss, and award plaintiff reasonable attorney fees in responding to the motions. Plaintiff additionally requests such other and further relief to which plaintiff may show itself justly entitled. So that is her response, guys. What did you guys think of Adriana Lee's response to keep this case going, to keep Mizkif in it, to keep OTK in it, to keep to keep Maya Higa in it. You know who she didn't really argue to keep in it? Crazy Slick. Like, well, we know he don't got no money, so it is what it is. All right, now let's get to Maya Higa's. You know what I'm saying? Maya Higa, she 10 toes down. But what do you guys think of that? You think the lawsuit should go on? You think they should stall it? Do you think Mizkif is going to prevail? Someone said put Slick in jail, free everyone else, and give her no money. Like, oh, you want the bad boys, what you gonna do? Someone said just another money grab. What, you think she's trying to
Gotta get my bag and run.
she's trying to get her bag and run. Yeah, he got no cash. It's crazy. It's crazy how you can go from to the highest heights to the lowest lows, And if I'm him, you don't see defamation. It's hard to see. You got to squint. You got to close one eye and shit. It's the seer thing. The seer thing, it could be a smidge of defamation because I told you she never was convicted of sexual misconduct. That's where the defamation comes into play, if you will. But outside of that, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's really gonna be tough. I can see the judge throwing it out. I can see it. I can see the judge throwing it out. And we'll talk about the next court date after Maya Higa's, and then we'll talk about XQC's next court date. Somebody slipped up. They slipped up, guys. They slipped up and
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
and hey, look, guys, when people slip up, it's like I'm right there. I'm like a safety net, like, please fall. I'm like, information. Okay. I'll take this back to the juicers. or to everybody. I mean, we XUCL. But anyway, let's get into Maya Higa. All right, so Maya Higa, man, she submitted this on 8/29. And this is her response in support of her motion to dismiss this shit. Okay? And look, Maya Higa's shit is so straight to the point. It's good. All right? Plaintiff's response to the defendant's motion to dismiss, like her first amended petition, remains almost entirely focused on Higa's co-defendants. Okay? Which it does. Crucially, plaintiff still fails to identify any alleged facts or legal theories that could make Higa liable for the statements or conduct of her co-defendants, including the allegedly defamatory statements made by Mizkif. Like, no, how she say alleged? She after my own heart. She's still riding. By Mizkif, which formed the basis of nearly all her claims. So this is the snake, the head of the snake is the defamatory statement. And Maya Higa, she's like, I ain't say that shit. I ain't say that shit. How am I on the line? And I didn't even say it. Or whatever. It is what it is. Plaintiff's claims against Higa must rest only on her allegation as to Higa's conduct, which is the fraud. And they're like, look, guys. Look. Maya Higa's lawyer like, look. The only cause of action actually based on Higa's conduct remains Adriana's claim for fraud. In her response, Adriana identifies 3 alleged misrepresentations made by Higa during a private meeting unrelated to any alleged defamatory statements. Of these 3 misrepresentations, 2, that Crazy Slick was a good guy, and Higa alleged intent are plainly pure statements of opinion and or not actionable. Okay? Like, this is what it is. Regarding Higa's representations on the future impact of a statement on Adriana's career, plaintiff has not alleged and cannot show that Higa had any superior special knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, of existing facts which would make this prediction of a future event actionable. For the reasons expressed below in Higa's Rule 91 motion to dismiss, she asks that the court grant her motion and dismiss all of Adriana Lee's claims against her And here we go. Like, Maya Higa shit is straight to the point. Okay? Plaintiff fails to show that Higa can be liable for the statements or conduct of other co-defendants. That, look.
That's a truthful statement.
Because she's on the hook because Mizkif's on the hook. That's just what it is. Plaintiff makes no attempt to address this pleading deficiency. In fact, plaintiff's response does not even mention conspiracy, concerted action, or joint liability, except to argue that the acts of Mizkif may implicate his employer, OTK Media, under respondent superior. Okay? Which is true. And that was the target. Mizkif's alleged conduct cannot be imputed to Higa, and as explained next, Higa's own conduct is not actionable. Okay, she like, look, bish, you can't hold me accountable for Mizkif? What the fuck? Anyway, plaintiff still not identified a single statement made by Higa, which is actionable for fraud or how Higa's statement caused plaintiff's claim damages. What does it say? Plaintiff alleges that Higa made material misrepresentation in order to induce plaintiff into modifying her statement. That's not fucking fraud, guys. If I come over you and I say, hey, 61x6, don't say that shit. You're like, well, I'm gonna say it anyway. And I'm like, all right, it could be really bad for you. It could be really bad for you, man. You say that shit, and then you say that shit, and then it's bad for you. And you're like, Henry, you committed fraud. You knew it was going to be bad. I'm like, I fucking told you it was going to be bad. I just assumed. Okay? Adriana concedes a pure expression of opinion will not support a claim for fraud, which I agree. It's not fraud to give your opinion, but here we are. What does it say? But that conclusory allegations is not enough to make a statement of opinion actionable. The special knowledge required to make a predictive statement actionable under fraud is not just greater experience or expertise. So basically, she's trying to insinuate that that Maya Higa's experience in streaming, she knew the outcome was going to happen based on the experience. And it's just an opinion, guys. At the end of the day. All right, plaintiffs allegation that Higa had more experience in the online streaming community does not establish special knowledge necessary to convert her non-actionable statements of opinion about future events into actionable statements of fact, which is true. It was an opinion. It just happened to came true. Like, she could have made that statement and her career would have blew off. Trust me, if she says I got touched by Crazy Slick and a lot of sympathy pours in, a lot of money pours in, this lawsuit never happens, even if she doesn't get invited to the parties. I mean, no one's gonna do that, right? Hey, I got touched by Crazy Slick. I gained 10,000, followers. I'm at 1K paid subs a month. Life is good. I'm partnered up in here. There's no lawsuit. Okay. As for Higa allegedly misrepresenting her intentions, misrepresenting one's intent is not the misrepresentation of a verifiable fact and cannot satisfy the misrepresentation element of fraud. I mean, like, her thing was she said that Crazy Slick's a good guy. That's fraud? That's fraud? Come on now. Shout out to everybody putting XUCL in the chat. It just is what it is. And look at this shit. Finally, as explained in Higa's motion to dismiss, the result of Higa's alleged material misrepresentations was the issuance of Adriana Lee's twit longer statement on July 6th, which is not alleged to be the cause of Adriana Lee's damages in $600 goddamn $1,000. Like, yo.
Not the cap.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Okay, look, man. Here's the thing. Higa was not in the call. And in her response, plaintiff argues that telephone call made over a year after Higa met with plaintiff and without Higa present in the call is pivotal in understanding the totality the plaintiff claims, such as her allegation that Higa misrepresented her intent. So Like, guys, y'all didn't know she's suing for like $2 million. I know I get a lot of people who just be jumping on. All right, plaintiff fails to address several grounds for dismissal raised by Higa. All right, let's hear what Maya Higa is saying. That the plaintiff is a limited purpose public figure such that a statement must allege and has failed to plausibly allege that Higa acted with actual malice to defame plaintiff, which she didn't. That any of Higa's conduct rises to the level of extreme and outrageous conduct to support a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress. It doesn't. That the grave man of her complaint is really defamation or fraud, such that the gap filler tort of intentional infliction of emotional distress is not available in this action. Motion to dismiss. And she is praying that this shit gets dismissed for these reasons and those raised in her initial motion to dismiss. Higa requests that the suit against her be dismissed under Rule 91 for lacking any basis in law or fact. That Higa recover her court costs, expenses, and attorney fees under Rule 91.7. The amount of which will be determined later by agreement or at a future hearing, and for all other relief to which Higa may be entitled to in law and equity. All right, and it's over right then and there. And what do you think of Maya mother effing Higa? She is not voting. She Treyway for life. You know what I'm saying? What did you think of Maya Higa's response to Adrinah? It's a little catfightish, but short, sweet, concise, not a bunch of freaking pages. Hey, get me out of here. I didn't make the statements. I wasn't on the call. Only thing I gave her was my opinion. The fraud claim is bogus. The $600,000 is bogus. And it should be dismissed. That's Maya Higa's argument. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Now let's go on to the hearing, if you will. So they have a new hearing. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. You're like, shit, you got the hearing? Yeah, I got the hearing. All right, so OTK has a hearing, if you will, on the whatchamacallit. Give me a second. OTK has a new hearing slated for, I know, I'm sorry about the quality of it. It's slated for September 28th at 9 o'clock, estimated time of 45 minutes. And it's for the TCPA, which is the Freedom of Speech Act for a public figure. Remember, it's two motions to dismiss. One is the 91, which has no ground in law. And the TCPA is the Freedom of Speech Act for a public figure. What do you think about it? Should it get dismissed? Should it move forward? Let me know in the comments section. All right, guys, you want the XQC slip up? Like she slipped. And here's the thing, right? With Adept, you like, man, Adept is what it is. Give me a second. Got to load some stuff up. Like, did you reach out to the courts? I did not reach out to the courts. I'm holding off. Remember, I got two plays. One is expensive and one is free. Give me a second. I gotta pull some stuff up. Leader. Hey guys, if I showed you a picture, right? If I showed you a picture of somebody, who does this look like? Who does this look like? Does this person look familiar? Do you think you may know someone who looks like this? Someone who streams, someone who may be a goalie. Anyone come to mind when you see this picture? Someone said Seer. No, not Seer. Well, someone was looking at this face all day today.
Love of my life.
And next thing you know, I put two and two together. It definitely looks like XQC, but you know, my eyes are bad. And they also had this to say. Give me a second.
Taking a moment. I have a couple weeks of peace, thankfully. So taking a moment to.
All right. So Adept says she has a couple of weeks of peace, if you will. And you're like, Henry, what does that mean? She has a couple weeks of peace. The reason she has a couple weeks of peace, I'll rewind the tape for you guys so you guys can hear it yourself.
Taking a moment. I have a couple weeks of peace, thankfully. So taking a moment to just enjoy it. No one's attacking me. No one's trying to cancel me.
Someone was trying to cancel you? Like, Adept. Who was trying to cancel you, Adept? Let me know. I'll start digging right now.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
Because maybe someone you were trying to cancel yourself. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know what cancel culture works. But let me know, Adept, who it was, and I'll get right on it. Let's keep her going, guys. Let's hear what she's saying.
No one's trying to spread lies about me at the moment. You know, I'm just living one day at a time as peacefully as possible, thankfully. Finally, for the first time in at least a year.
What? At least a year?
Stop the cap.
At least, wasn't you just getting your back blown out by XQC not too long ago and telling them to leave it in? But now it's peaceful. It's been a year of no peace. Like, I cannot with this person. But, you know, man, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with this? No peace for a year? Jesus. I mean, this seems self-inflicted. But the disingenuousness is just like, oh my goodness, man. No peace for a year. No peace for Adept, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. But what I do know what to say is you guys have about 2 weeks, right? What can you take from this? Likely in 2 weeks, I can't say what I suspect about the marriage. But potentially with this motion for this protective order, it could be another hearing, if you will, because we know XQC said it was delays. So in 2 weeks, another busy day for XQC, likely another suit and tie day for XQC, another day where she ain't streaming. And I suspect the judge told her and him, stop with the sub chat, stop with the sneak dissing back and forth. But guys, what do you think about that? Look, it's a small nugget. Big drop. Let me know in the comments section. Now, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right. You know I got to do that shit for the editor. I should be saying, an editor in the video right now. I think I did one of those shits before. But anything else going on, guys, that I'm missing? Let me check LSF. You know, like, hey, you got it. Oh, there go my editor. Yes, thank goodness. I want to go to sleep, and I know you want to stay up and edit. Salute to you. Clip that. That's a straight clip right there, editor. There you go with that whole Adept thing, and start with the Waco, Texas, where we start talking Waco, and then we end it right there. Hopefully, we make it to the threshold where we need to be. If not, you're pretty talented. You know how to get to it. So let's check XQC. Let's check XQC. Let's check his stuff. And let's go to XQC clips because that's where we get our updates from. Is he live right now, guys? Is he live? What is it? Podcast in London, IRL. Like, what should I be watching? Is him playing goalkeeper? Is that what we doing? Okay.
Try to aim better this way.
Okay. Nah, he closed. I mean, that was a weak kick. I could do that kick out there, you know what I'm saying? He practiced the entire day?
Good! Nice one.
I mean, but these kicks are coming slow as shit, yo.
Nice. Pretty good reach, man. Nice one.
What are we doing?
Good.
How many goals y'all think people gonna score on his ass? Look, I know he be gambling and shit. Over or under 3? You know what I'm saying? Over or under 3? They're goated. My daughter loves them. She loves peanut butter and jelly. What else we got over here in the Clips channel? Anything good? Anything worth me staying up to 10 more minutes? Podcast in London. He almost dies. His shoe collection. It's a little weak. XQC's insane garage. Is the McLaren in there? Nope. Let's see.
Nah, it looks fine. The garage, chat, look.
Is
that a Harley Davidson?
A little bit of a mess, yeah. Yeah, there's a bike that we could go both chew on it, like an e-bike. Kind of goes hard. These bikes are actually these bikes are insane. Actually,
but are they electric bikes?
Crazy. We both have one, and we could go outside. And we do. See, these are like assisted pedaling, but they're not like insane. Like they're very, very strong, but it's assisted. You know?
Okay. All right.
It's not too crazy. Oh, this shit is actually fucking dumb, dude. I swear, dude. Yeah, you're good. Snowboard and whatnot. I think I got shoes in here. Hold on.
This is what money looks like, hey? What else we got? What else we got up in here? What else? What else? Anything? Spam some topics. What's on live stream fail before I get out of here? You know that lady who got caught with the 8 YouTubers or whatever? Her stuff is coming up quick. The Starfield pronouns guy, guys, I don't care about that shit. Slow down, LSF. Dude, it's been a slow year. Ever since the Miz people took over, the OTK people took over LSF, it's just been weak. It's weak. Destiny responds to Assange Jubilee comments. Let's see. Let's see what Destiny says, guys.
Hassan comments on your debate.
Hassan comments on Disney's debate performance. Uh-oh.
This is meta as
I'm
shit,
surprised
right?
he didn't fucking rip a new asshole into the black conservatives. Like, that's legitimately shocking.
I know he gets to the cross, right?
I'll do this tonight because I'm gonna do this all tonight. By the way, I don't know if you guys know. Oh, never mind. God, fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, he's not gonna respond.
Virus, my fucking brain. I remember every single time.
React.
These fucking losers are like on their stream like, oh, I hate debate bros. Oh, I hate debating. Oh, I hate debate bros. Oh, I hate debate bros. But you put a black person in front of you disagree with, and all of a sudden you want me to turn into a fucking like, come on, dude, really?
Now, did Destiny really do that black cross shit? The burning cross on Twitter? Look, guys, I don't know the lore of this Twitch stuff. I am so new here. I don't be knowing. I know Friday we talking about people PDF files and the lady who got whatchamacallit T1 house tour. Who was T1?
Here it comes.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the outside. And you have the little patio with the MacBook and the coffee.
Yeah, who is
that? And then
that?
inside you have the living room. And they're all little lights. And when you build these, you have to build everything from scratch, like all little papers, and cut them and glue them. Living room.
Who is the girl? I don't care about the house.
And upstairs is the master bathroom.
That is really nice, yeah.
The little bath and the little fireplace. Little table with the lamp.
This is really nice, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
And then
Yeah, who was the woman, guys? Like, chat, y'all supposed to be putting me up on game. He recognizes British royalty. Nut sold his soul for Canute. Yo, is this his wife? Not bad.
Oh my fucking In honor of Canute
girlfriend
celebrating his Irish roots, here are some Irish sayings. Topper the morning to you. He's talking a load of blarney. But Canute, seriously, that hair colour is quite blonde. But I have one request. Please put on a green suit and a green top hat with a big gold buckle and bell.
It's not saying I'm horny tonight, bro. I'm a man, guys. I see her. I'm like, oh, fiance. Oh, all right, she not
Don't
bad.
try stealing new
I'm just saying.
items
Hey,
before
what
you
y'all
get
saying?
done
Like,
with.
Fuck is this called?
what? Like, I don't got like eyes or something. Y'all be killing me with that. Like, yo, what is going on? Like, who are these people? I know no one. Like, I don't know none of these streamers. So when y'all be like, look at this, I'm just be like, all I see is titties. So I'm like, oh, titties. Let's give it a play.
Para aprender más. Que tengo, mira, oye,
¿Ha habido un clip de eso?
Hey, she don't speak English. Lo siento. Assign comments on Destiny. Okay, here we go. Let's get the drama going, guys. Let's get the drama going.
Or the average household in San Francisco.
Bro, I'm surprised he didn't fucking rip a new asshole into the black conservatives more. Like, that's legitimately shocking. It's poor performance, and I know he has that dog in him. I'm like, I mean, this is a guy who sent a burning cross to a black conservative on Twitter.
Damn, why is Hassan like this? Is this what's the lure behind Hassan and Destiny? Why do they not get along? They both seem to be like liberal as fuck. So why would they not get along if they political views align? They used to live together? Really? 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 They used to live together? Hey, I just go by what y'all say, man. I don't know. They were good friends at one point. Who broke up? Who broke up with who? Who was top? Who was bottom? I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. He literally sent a burning, like a Klan burning cross to a black conservative and said, "Is it lit?" He did that. That's wild to me that he's just sitting here like a little pussycat years later and like me. Like what's happening?
Okay, so Hassan is basically trying to call Destiny out for being too timid, if you will. Being too timid, if you will. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you got two political powerhouse streamers who stick up for trans rights and everyone's rights and black people's rights and all this other shit. That shit ain't for me. Anything else, guys? Like, spam some topics. LSF is dead. Like, when are they gonna get new mods that's actually gonna put up like interesting clips? XQC touches grass for the first time. They trolling X. Like, I just don't get it. we ain't eating at all. I know, right? I'm like, I'm fucking hungry and shit. I mean, I was hoping that Depp would say more shit today, and she just like, nah, Henry. I know your ass be watching my streams, boy. I know it. You and your fucking editor just be sitting there just waiting on my ass. I say the littlest thing, and you like clip. Yeah, look, guys, look, I got bills to pay. Well, anyway, I don't see nothing of interest. She only had 100 viewers. Just a hundo? Yo, we be adept. Oh shit. Oh shit. Talk about Starfield, man. For what? You want me to play the pronouns video? You want me to play the Twitter guy, that guy going on the pronouns rant? Like, all right, I gotta go full screen if I go Twitter. Last time I had to delete a stream because Twitter got my ass out of here. It's like, I told your black ass stop scrolling. I told you, boy. And you ain't listen. Let's get into this woman right here. Y'all like, Henry, you horny. I'm like, no, I'm not. Is this girl dressed appropriately for college? Y'all like talk Starfield. I'm like, no, let's see what she talking about.
I'm here at school because I got it. I'm asking you, is your mother see you leave out the house like that?
Now, she busted. She got the mid Air Force Ones, but, the body is okay. Hopefully she's in college, not high school or something. Like, what the fuck?
Because at this point, that's who I'm going to call. Your mother. Call her. She's not going to answer. Well, somebody going to have to come get you because you cannot be at school like this. Why? Because it's inappropriate. What's inappropriate? Everything you have on. No, everything you have on is inappropriate. What we're all wearing is inappropriate? Everything you have on is inappropriate.
It's a hot mess.
Clothes on. I got top and bottom.
Bruh, is this what we doing now? Like, bruh, is she like advertising for her OnlyFans? Is she about to take the top off and start painting, doing body art and shit? Is she about to put the fucking towel up and be like, all right, guys, once I get to 1,000 subs, I'll drop the towel and shit? Like, but this is what the world is coming to now. Just, hey, I'm gonna go to school butt ass naked and say women empowerment. People like, look at these brothers. Look at these brothers starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
them high school chairs. I don't know, man. I went to a broke ass college. Didn't look like college chairs.
Top and bottom. Top and bottom. You thought you was gonna come to school.
I thought I was gonna come to
your
school,
mother.
learn a lesson in my top and my bottom, and then let's like learn a lesson.
No, you ain't gonna learn a lesson.
Look at my man right here. He like, man, this bitch really. He trying not to stare because he know if he look, he gonna look thirsty and shit. And she may be for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
She may belong to the streets. Look, man, like, but bruh, whose daughter is this? And this, whose wife is this gonna be? Whose mother is this gonna be? Yeah, I'm saying that new color tight. Look, man. No, them are not tight. She is literally there with a blue, looks to be a blue bikini bottom and a leopard print top.
In my class, the lesson is to put clothes on in the morning when you come into school. That's your lesson.
Am I still going to be doing my presentation? Because this is easy.
Yeah, after I get her.
Okay, this is definitely college. Look at bro. He like, look, F this 304 in the front. Do I got to do my presentation today or no?
After I get her up and out my class.
Don't say it's Logan Paul's type wife, bro. What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck?
We will listen. We will go ahead and finish what we started.
I came into school with my bag with everything ready to learn. I sat down front and center, ready to learn, and then you made a moment out of me. You disrupted the class.
You caused the scene in my class.
Okay, I think it might be fake. She laughing. She about to break character. I know about the shoe thing. I remember her from the shoe. But it looked like she breaking character low key. Like, look, guys, teachers kick your ass out the class. Hey, you gotta go. See you.
Y'all all came here to learn, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm here to learn
Would your
too.
mother let you walk out the house with something like this on?
No.
I don't care what she's wearing. I just want to do my presentation.
Yo, what the fuck? What do you mean? I just want to do my. Hey, bro, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what you tell him. Like, hey, man, fuck your presentation, dog. Like, bro, chill. He's the type of guy who reminds the teacher that she didn't collect the homework. And that you like, man, I didn't even do it, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean? Why would you remind her of that? Like, why would you remind her that we got a pop quiz today? Like, what, bro, just chill out. Just hang tight.
And now I'm running out of time to do it. Like,
No.
Can I just do the presentation?
You can't do your presentation. You just put on the gym.
Oh, okay. I mean, the face is not. It leaves some shit to be desired for. The chompers, yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, but hey, brothers would still hit.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Brothers would hit. Definitely a ninja will hit that.
Clothes so we can get on with this. Like, just put on some gym clothes or something.
This is clothes.
Yeah. I can give you my hood. Would that help?
Someone said shorty face beats. Now look, this is better than anything that's on LSF right now, right? Better than anything. Gives us conversation. And boom. What happens? Now look, I got it. I can't scroll on here, but we pronouns guy, right? Pronouns in Starfield. Y'all like, let's see the pronoun. What are your take on pronouns, guys? Pronouns, Starfield. I typically don't do these type of streams. They're usually planned. I see. Here we go.
Just want to say a little something.
Here we go. I got him, guys. You like, everyone's talking about the pronouns guy in Starfield. Here's the thing. They put pronouns in the game and people start losing their shit. They start literally losing their goddamn mind. Like, I can't believe it's pronouns in the RPG game. Well, this is the world we live in. Hey, it is what it is. But let's hear this guy's epic rant on Starfield, which I heard is trash. I saw some gameplay. The AI looks stupid as shit. And I am a fan. I believe, didn't Bethesda make that shit? I used to play all the Fallouts. Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas. You know, who do you think I used to side with? Man of Steel, bro. Man of Steel. Not the railroad, though. That's like, we gonna do something for the black people. We gonna give them the railroad. Like, okay, boss, we the railroad out here.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that.
He's getting serious. The headphones are off, guys. All right, let me take my headphones off so I can hear this. All right, let's go, guy.
Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I...
Okay, all right, let's put the headphones back up. All this shit he could get into, the relationships, you know. 1,000 planets? No way it's a fucking 1,000 planets. No way. But this guy has this epic rant. He's about to get really pissed off. I hear it's about pronouns. Like, what the fuck?
Nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us.
Okay, current day us means pronouns. He really needs to take a chill pill. I mean, he's little Ira. It's a game, buddy. Calm down. It's a game. It's a game. It's not even a feature that makes or breaks the game. Okay, it's like when you set up the game. When I set up the game, they're like, "Hey, what's your name?" You know what I put? Killer. And then I was like, "Why you put Killer?" Because I'm about to kill shit. It was like, "All right, Killer, we got you." You know what I'm saying? But they didn't ever ask me my pronouns.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
California, check in. Is he spitting facts or fiction, guys? Like, guys in California, check in. Like, what the hell? Does he live in California? What's going on? I need to know. We need to get this guy on for a live interview. We really do. Pronouns is never that serious.
We can't see past our own fucking reflection.
Oh my goodness.
That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company. Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No. Current fucking day.
Look, all this over like, bruh, are you he, her, they? You know what I'm saying? Or we. He was like, what the fuck is this? Are they asking me my goddamn pronouns? What? I will not stand for this. We need to boycott. We need to get together. We need to march. Where's Nick Merckx? Where's Dr. Disrespect? We all need to go and put an end to the pronoun shit. Guys, I really don't care about people's pronouns. I just don't. And assuming genders, like, bruh, I am so, like, not in that spirit of things, of this political basement, if you will, of talking about something that only impacts like what percentage of people have pronouns? You know, they. Like, are you like they? Like, bro, I say they just in corporate America is they. They got you that on that shit, that plan quickly. And once you make it to corporate America, everyone's they. It's no him, no her. It's they. It's us. It's we. It's them. It's never him or her. It just is what it is.
Fuck off! You're boring! You're fucking dull!
Yo.
You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Anyone playing Starfield?
That's all you fucking are!
Anyone?
And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired! You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
This rant is up there. This has to be like what, top 3 rants? Top 3 rants of all time over a game, over something as small as pronouns, guys. I don't know. I don't even know how to do it. I couldn't do it. Is he boycotting the game now? Is he writing the editors? What is he doing? Oh. No, he didn't turn on the game. No, he didn't. You don't go on no rant like that. and then you turn on the goddamn game.
That's a truthful statement.
You just don't do it. You go on a rant like this, and then you just like, nah, man, I'm not playing the game. I'm not dealing with this shit. This California type influence game. You gotta cut it all off after that, man. Like I don't know what he's doing, but are you guys getting crazy over pronouns on games? Do you care? I'll be honest, I don't even customize my character other than the name. And I just click, 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 click. I got too much stuff to do. And someone said, tell me that was in the edit. I don't know. I think this is the real deal, bro. I don't know. Guy goes on rant, destroy Starfield, then play Starfield. You can't make this shit up. It doesn't really bother, right? No one really cares, right? Trust me, if it was a great game, no one would care about pronouns. But because the game is subpar, it underdelivers. People are picking this game apart. Trust me, if the gameplay was great and so immersive, the pronouns and the gender ambiguity stuff, it would be a non-issue. But because the game looks to be so horrendously bad, people are just picking it apart, every little thing. Like, hey, what about this? Hey, I think it's a streamer in the game too. And it was like, you can't have streamers in games because it's gonna skew the results. It is what it is. But what do you guys think? All right, guys, I think that's it. I don't have nothing else. Am I missing something? Y'all like, nah. I think you got everything, Henry. You covered everything. It's a slow Tuesday out in this piece. Nothing really is going on. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. We
You think it attacks you or
Oh, we got a part two. We got a part two. We got a part two. You like, Henry? No, you don't. Yeah. We wanted to see, like, look, guys, I told you I work with someone that's like super gay. Or whatever. And if you play Hogwarts, apparently you feel some type of way about trans people. So here is the hypocrisy right here of this guy. Did he just do it for views?
I will not be berated, bullied, intimidated into not playing a game because you think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking pronouns! Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking gender ambiguity! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology and you just can't help! Shovel! You're dog shit! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Fucking crap!
Yo, who did this? I love the internet for this reason right here alone. You talk shit, they gonna dig up some shit, super cut it, and you viral.
Ideology into everything! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Goes against your ideology. Goes against your ideology. We can't see past our own fucking reflection.
Agreed.
Yo, they got him. They got his ass. Rightfully so, man. Oh, man. I hope I never see something like this on me and shit. I hope not. I hope I stay true to who I am, true to who I'm gonna be, and that be that. Look, let's watch this shit one more time because it was just that good.
I will not be berated, bullied, intimidated into not playing a game because you think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking pronouns! Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking gender ambiguity!
I think we're gonna have a soundbite for that, yo.
You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology and you just can't help! Shovel! You're dog shit! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Fucking crap! Ideology into everything! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Goes against your ideology. Goes against your ideology. We can't see past our own fucking reflection.
Oh, good edit, bravo.
Agreed.
I will not be berated.
Bravo. Like there's sometimes this is what you get when you stay on. You like, oh shit. He's still going. Oh snap, man. Oh gosh. Okay. And I think everyone is going on through this. Dr. Disrespect was didn't get a sponsorship because of the goddamn gender shit. And like, here's the thing, right? I was watching Dr. Disrespect play the game, and I could tell he was holding back. He was holding back. Because the AI was so dumb. People in the comments were saying that shit, and he was just like, just chugging along.
Him. Got it. Okay. Now everything's starting to make sense. Everything's starting to make sense now. Everything's starting to make sense. Got it. All right. I got it. So, I got to say this, Chance, just real quick. I just got to get it off my chest. Obviously, we've been hyping up Star Citizen for Starfield.
He don't even know the name of the game.
For a long time. We've been making it very vocal, right, Champs? We had our team reach out. Hey, can we work with you? Can we do something? Due to past controversies, there's no way we can work with Dr. Disrespect.
Hey, he took Nick Merck's side. And it was like, we on that California loving shit over here, man.
How about just give me, like, let me play the game when some of the others are playing it. How about that? Yeah, that's still the case.
Damn, that was like,
nope. Anyways, Champ, we just had to get that off our chest.
Hey, sometimes you can keep it real, and you keep it real to your brand, and you can end up broke. And I do have a clip of someone keeping it real and what it can result in, but I'll save that for another day. Everyone on YouTube, thank you for everyone who donated. Sand, Dust. I think that was it. Oh, and Melissa, thank you guys. Don't do links get deleted in here. Oh, you have to post them on Twitch. Sorry. If you post them on whatchamacallit, they're gonna get deleted. Sorry. If you're on Twitch and you post a link, I can go to it, but it's like 11 o'clock. I gotta clean up. I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta pick my daughter up from school tomorrow. Big day. I don't know if you heard it, but man, my daughter was like, I miss you, Daddy. I was like, oh, I miss you too, baby. I miss you too. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Oh, I love it. Yo, how do y'all be making this shit? Y'all are creative as shit, man. Hey, man, I love Twitch and YouTube. Twitch, y'all are creative, and thank you for being a member too, man. 61x6. Hopefully, I'm really scared to pull this adept move, this XQC move, because this is it. This is like the Hail Mary, but I'm just trying to wait. And what I suspect is she was granted that jury trial. I suspect that she was. They want to get this bitch out their hair as quickly as possible without a successful appeal. So with that in mind, this shit might last a year. What? Do what? I got 2 plays. I told you I got 2 plays. One is expensive, one is free. They already blocked me on my other play. Pissed me off. I really think when my person left and I requested the unsealed document and they did the shit, they put the kibosh on the person who was sending me shit. It was like, do not send his fucker anything else. Not even one morsel of information. And I mean, I could test it. How expensive we talking? Yeah. Probably like $1,500. $1,500. But once you play that move once, you can't play it again. You know what I'm saying? Like how much does it cost? About $1,500. And don't send me fucking donations for the move. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. And if I do it, it has to be like quickly. Because I'll tell you exactly what's happening. I get some information. Adept calls her lawyer calls the court. Says Henry got some more shit. How does this keep happening? Because ultimately, she doesn't want this out. And there is no threats on her life, if you will. And the reason I know that is because when they got the case sealed, it was just for the guy who pulled the blicky up. It was not like the guy who pulled the blicky up and someone called my phone. It's not the guy who pulled the blicky up and A, B, C, and D. It's literally because the guy said he's ready to defend XQC. You see how it works? I've just been sitting on that for a while. And that's just what it is. She got watchers too. Yeah, her mods be watching. They're fucking loser. They support a parasite. It is what it is. They support alimony for a 2-year marriage. They support the destruction of XQC. And what really sucks, or what really hurts, you know, how women will stick together. Women will support someone that's doing debaucherous shit just for the sake of being a woman. But when it comes to men supporting men, sometimes the support is not always there. And it should be. But anyway, enough of my rant, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you. I think my next stream is going to be Friday, and we're going to be doing people who hurt children. It's going to be a tough stream. Tough stream. 2-year marriage. I know, marriage real fucking loosely, right? Real loosely. Real loosely. Anyway, if you're on YouTube, like the stream. If you on Twitch, make sure you follow me. All that good shit. Put some XQCLs in the chat. We rooting for them. Look at my way to it all depends. You know, the women, you know, the women be up in here lurking, boy. Shout out to Joe Neal. Lurking on my ass like, hey, Henry, I'm still here. Me and my mom watching your ass. Anyway, XQCL. Oh, y'all put the Henry L's in the chat. Oh, thanks, man. y'all the best for that. Y'all the best for that. All right, I am out this piece. See ya. Salute.